Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the first broadcast, at least with these two fellows. I'm John Barchett, of course, along with Vince Quinn and Taylor Credatis as our cameraman. You are looking live from Rhodes Field as it's overcast here in Philadelphia, but the rain is, I think it's going to pass us here. We're going to have two great matches tonight, and this is serious. We are very excited, to be honest with you. This is my first time calling a great football match. Soccer is soccer today. And we are at Penn Field, and we've got some beautiful jerseys here today, too. Vince Quinn, set us up. What are we seeing tonight, my friend?
Well, yes, so we got a couple of games tonight, John. First one is going to be the Contenders Cup here, which is really in its fullest form. This is the first time that they're having the Contenders Cup. And first off, let me say, for the two teams competing, first we have Vitus FC. And we were speaking to Nolan a little bit, president of the organization, a lot of clubs with Vitus, so a lot of support for them. I assume we'll have a lot of people watching tonight for them in Division 4, 5-2-4 record on the season before they got here into this game. And on the other side, I got to say, swaggy uniforms over here.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Giving me a Flint Tropics Jackie Moon type of vibe with the color scheme.
I like that.
I really like the energy of it. Boys do cry, FC.
Yes, and we might see some boys cry tonight, as this is the big one, as they're going to start the march to the field here and get this thing underway. As Vince Quinn is saying here, yeah, just unbelievable uniforms here all around, except for 16 on Vitus FC. It looks like he's got a Bobo jersey. So bad news bears. I'm just saying, bad juju as we're getting set to kick this thing off. Now, Vince Quinn, I know nothing much about soccer's the ins and outs, the meta, if you will,
Yes.
here. So what am I in store for? Who's going to score some goals tonight?
Well,
who should I be looking for?
Yeah, so let's start with Boys Do Cry, who, by the way, for them, they're into the Contenders Cup today. So from Division 6 is how they found themselves here. A 10-1 record on the season, by the way. And
congrats to them.
when you're talking about who you're expecting to score today, they have two of the top 5 scorers in Division 6. You got Steven Tice and Luke Roche. Each of those guys, 8 goals, John. So those are going to be the guys you're expecting from Boys Do
They
Cry.
sound like goal scorers.
Yeah, they're good names. They're good names for sure. And then on the other side, Nick Barnes is really the biggest name for Vitus FC. And for Nick, I mean, absolutely dominant this year. 9 goals. He was the highest scorer in Division 4. So you got to look out for him tonight.
Love that. See if he's one of the highest scorers tonight on the field. It's gorgeous field, by the way. Got a chance to walk on this ourselves, take a few trots. I do have to say, on the left-hand side of the field, it's kind of where it dips here at Rhodes Field. So it's going to be interesting to see how much they use that left side. Maybe have some tricks, some advantages. It's a cesspool over there. All you see is indented grass and I-76. It's beautiful.
Well, it's like when you go into a dive bar and they've got like cardboard under the pool table, you know.
But it's
like,
a really nice pool table.
I know, but that's the thing. It's like it's such a gorgeous field and a gorgeous setting, and to sit here right by 76, you're right next to the river, Children's Hospital, right there in our view. It's such a beautiful area here, and to be here watching CASA put together these kinds of games and cup matches, it's just a thrilling moment.
Man, I ripped 16 for the jersey, but the hair, I will not. It is beautiful and flowing tonight. I'm gonna go out and say I'm feeling much a Vitus victory just based on feels, and we get our first whistle here as the kickoff is ensuing, and we're underway.
We're underway,
This
John.
is fantastic.
Let's go.
Welcome to CASA Soccer's Contender Cup, everybody.
Woo!
Now this is something that Vince has told me is we got a breakaway 21 in the box already. Little pitch up into the middle, trying to get it there, and some nice defense to clear it out. Goalkeeper has it. And they'll say, no, thank you for right now. And this is exactly what I was going to talk about. You know, playing a little back and forth cat and mouse. It's what you kind of expect with these two teams that haven't seen each other since March. And right away, we get a breakaway almost instantly, Vince Quinn.
And that's what's so fun about moments like this, right? It's a championship game. It's a cup game. So when you've got that kind of adrenaline, you expect some people right out of the box to really shoot. And for, yes, Boys Do Cry, 21, Die. He just gets right in there and had a decent opportunity.
And very aggressive. Once again, from Boys Do Cry. Little too aggressive. There'll be a throw in here from it is Vitus. I want to say that correctly, right?
Vitus. It is in fact Vitus FC.
It's a great name. Don't want to screw it up.
I like Boys Do Cry too. It's really awesome.
Throw in. Nice little header. They'll probably do it again, and they will. 16. I just love it. The speed's coming up. Nothing doing. Great defense from Boys Do Cry, too, as they try a nice little breakout here.
Hearing some trash talk, John.
I love it. I love this.
Being close to the field.
They are getting on Die already. This is great. I believe they said something about his mother.
She's a sweet lady, from what I've heard.
Now up the left side, trying to break something open here. Oof, and one right off the kisser from 11, stays with it, into the corner now. And a nice tackle to break that away and clear that out.
Yeah, nice team defense there. He gets down in the corner, which can be a dangerous position, but defenders hold strong, stay disciplined, get the turnover.
Now, is this a natural setup here for Boys Do Cry, just basically creating a huge bubble around the perimeter of the goal box here and just saying, come get us?
Well, yeah, and that's going to be the interesting thing is as you get a feel for the game and where these teams are at, how aggressive do they want to play today, and how do they build off of each other? We've seen in previous games where, hey, you might be really aggressive early, then you get a goal, you slack it back, you lose momentum. So there's going to be a lot of movement today. And for now, it's been a nice bit of balance to start.
The crowd of 7 is in agreement as we are just about to get this throw in here.
Close opportunity there on the sideline.
So Boys Do Cry with the throw in here. Nice little whip down to Die on the right-hand side. Looks like a little razzle-dazzle. It is stopped. And I got to say, it's probably those New York Life jerseys looking as stone cold as their defense. As nice little scoop from the goaltender here.
Had a moment where my heart got racing, but ultimately not a lot of trouble there. Nice, easy cleanup by the
basically
keeper.
what soccer does, right? It's just like it's a game of runs. It's a game of almosts.
Definitely a lot
That's
of
why
that.
it goes in the net. We kind of take our shirts off and go wild, right?
That's right, and I will do it right here on this broadcast. You better believe it.
Boys Do Cry, keeping up the pressure here. Like to see that. And just as they say that, a nice turnaround and a breakaway, and it's a race for the football
the
here.
counter, and it looks like he's got the
and
nice defense.
Wonderful defense. I couldn't get the number on that train. 21. Phenomenal stop, step for step. Looked like the air raid offense there for a second. It was really cool to see.
And I got to tell you, based on the size difference there, the center back for Boys Do Cry to be able to hit that extra gear and keep the striker out of there. I mean, that was a nice play. It was really good movement.
Boys Do Cry looking for an avenue here on the throw-in. 26 asking for the help, not getting it right off of 21 from Vitus on a breakout and just not happening. Die trying to do Die things, it looks like, and doesn't find it. Now nicely by Vitus here. Oh, who is 26 there? Who is Romanos? I like the cut of his jib there, Vince Quinn. Looks like a guy I can go have a beer with. We'll have some sideline reporting or get some answers to those questions here throughout the game, so we're excited for that. As nice little kick out here from Boys Do Cry's goaltender.
We'll have some fun facts along the way here too, John.
Ooh, gotta love fun facts.
Been talking to the players, talking to the teams, getting a feel for everybody. Yeah, we got
some interesting nicknames, as I recall.
There's plenty of nicknames which we'll be getting to over the course of these next two games here, but I'll give you a fun one to start. So right now, Die from Boys Do Cry, Brandon Die, he's been making a great burst right at the front
Die,
there.
Boys Do Cry. I mean, come on, it's a chanting within itself.
Yeah. So you know what happened with Brandon? This was his fun fact. He told me. Fell off a 30-foot cliff once.
Oh, my gosh.
You go.
And here comes the rush from Vitus, almost looking like a 30-foot pass. as some nice back and forth. They can't get it in there. And a nice clear out from Boys Do Cry on an excellent, excellent scoring chance from Vitus here.
And good work by the keeper. I mean, when you're in a spot like that, you got to be hugging the post. He stayed there. He got nice and low on the crouch and made a play.
Can have a nice clear out here once again. So I'm guessing bad things happened after this 30-foot cliff dive from Dye.
Well, he must have been fine. He's out here playing. I mean, we might have to talk to him at some point during this game, because falling off a 30-foot cliff is just completely insane to me. Crazy.
Vitus FC keeping up a little bit of pressure here.
Oh,
Boys Do Cry saying no thank you.
Thought that was going to go out of the stadium here at Rhodes.
Instead, the fan gets a nice temporary souvenir, and we play on.
Nice little crowd starting to come in.
Yeah, I like this. In comes number 22, 2-2. I think that is for Brandon Dye. And it is. Looks like he's got some juice, so I'm sure they won't be losing any speed on the right-hand side here.
And by the way, a lot of juice in the comments already.
Oh, nice. Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you for everybody that's watching live on Facebook here. And, everybody commenting so far, all Boys Do Cry fans, it seems, John.
BDC. Or I guess it's BDC FC, right?
BDC FC.
I love it. Thank you for joining us tonight. Big game for your crowd. And having all the answers defensively for anything that Vitus has been throwing at him so far early in this one. Ooh, that might be a souvenir in I-76. It's not.
You want to put odds on whether or not a ball goes out of the park tonight?
I mean, we're gonna have to get some information on who's got the best leg in the league here. But yes, I'd be totally willing to do that.
Let's put $1 on it. I'm saying one's going out.
All right, I'll take the dollar against. Our head engineer, Victoria, might have an answer to that question. Has any ball been kicked out of Rhodes Field onto I-76? Pretty big gap, she says. So I think Vince Quinn's going to lose $1 tonight. And there's 2-2 with a little bit of a shoulder. Trying to play peekaboo, but the ref saw it, unfortunately. Now, what happens here? It's a little bit of a tap. Is this a free kick? What do we call that, Vince Quinn?
That's just a foul.
Okay.
It was a foul, and then they changed over possession, and here goes Vitus.
Okay. Nice little cross in the middle. There's 16. Love his hair. Love his style. 22 with a little razzle-do. And is it trickle in? No, it gets kicked out. Still saved in and cleared. Unbelievable sequence there. Unbelievable, man. As Vitus FC is still keeping up the pressure here slowly. Is there a return for Boys Do Cry? There is not. But wow, Vince Quinn.
As a keeper,
I puckered.
Sometimes you make the play as a keeper, and you know what? It's just not enough. You need a little help and good work on the defense to be able to come over there and clear that thing out, because, man, that was dicey. That was a really dicey situation.
Ooh, might have been thought they were yelling handball there for a second. That's why I paused. I apologize. Play moves on as Boys Do Cry looking for, seems like a mountain of rushes that they've had so far in this one. Here comes 2-2. There goes 2-2. Here comes a deep shot from 21. They're looking for the offsides. Ref says, no way. Shot in the middle. Does it get there? No. Oh, my goodness. 14 just needed a little grease on his legs, and I think that goes in. What an opportunity for Vitus.
Man, dangerously close. In these last couple of minutes, John, they've really been dominating the possession here, putting it on, and Boys Do Cry able to hang in there.
Look at that. 11 looking for the handball and saying, oh, he's gassed. He can feel it. Feel like Vitus is right on the money here if they get another opportunity. Now, is that considered backfield there, Vince Quinn?
Yeah, well,
defenders.
Yeah.
Vitus might get that breakout right now, and that was clearly offsides. Even I know that one.
And so as they get reset here, John, let me let the people know that CASA is back with the women's and non-binary soccer, which now features 2 divisions.
Fantastic.
And it fits a variety of skill levels. So if you're looking to test the top of your game, you're just looking to get back into it, or you consider yourself, like me, more of a recreational player, because I stink. But, what can I say? I love the game. You can come and join the league. It's a 7-on-7, and it starts July 7th. So you can see the QR code right there in the top right corner. And we'll leave that up for another 30 seconds or so for you if you want to give that a scan and sign up and play some women's and non-binary 7-on-7, John.
2 new divisions. It seems like every time we talk to CASA, they've got something new going on. It's awesome. That's why we love to be here.
They're like gremlins. CASA's gremlins. It just keeps
Wasn't
growing.
thinking that.
It's growing and growing and growing, and I love
don't
it.
feed anybody in the league after midnight? Where were we going?
No water.
Okay, got it.
You got to play like a man, John. It's the 1950s all over again.
Nice touch from Vitus here, but it'll better clear out from Boys Do Cry. We got to know about more about 19. I mean, he's got gray hair like me. It's throwing elbows. He's got to speak on his nature from Boys Do Cry. I love the style. Love it.
Yeah, the spirit is there for sure. And by the way, John, this is awesome. So in the comments right now, Andrew Stevens is checking in on Facebook. And this is great. He is the captain, I believe, of Boys Do Cry.
Oh, nice.
And he's watching the game from Italy.
What's
right
that?
now.
Well, that's
so he's
understandable.
checking in from Italy. What is up, Andrew? So yeah, Andrew, if you have any information you want to share with us as things are going on, we're certainly happy to respond to you.
Vitus trying to get a rush together here. 14, Chris crossing with 20.
Nice moves here.
This is that was art there for a second. Going to the right hand side, seeing what's open there. Nice crosser over to the middle. Boys Do Cry says no, thank you. And 2-2 probably just going to run this thing out as he's got 4 defenders around him. Ooh, 19 wants a run, and he's getting some help now. Let's stay on, we got subs now. 6 and 17 coming in for Boys Do Cry. Make that 3 substitutions, 10 coming on as well. I apologize, I don't have the numbers coming off. And we play on. A lot of guys with my thickness on the field now, Vince Quinn. I like this.
It's an inspiration, John.
Clear out and throw in back from Vitus here. Can they get the rush going? 2-2 get some hands in the back. Do they call it? Yes, they do. What happens here, Vince Quinn? Is that
So it's going to be a free kick, John. They're going to be setting it up right now. And a little far out. I don't know if they'll take a shot on net here. We'll see what the decision is. But
they're bombing it, baby.
That's
I feel it. They're
that's
bombing
John
this
Barchard
one.
soccer if I've ever seen it. You're chucking it. It's air raid soccer.
Air raid soccer,
there
baby.
You go. You've done it. You've reinvigorated.
Only on the goal. That's the new chant in the stadium. You can hear the crowd already. All right, so a nice wall here. I do agree with Vince Quinn, though. I think this is going to be the first play of the night for Boys Do Cry here. And that says...
Is that out of the stadium? Oh, that was so
just close.
We have $1 on it,
yeah,
folks.
we do have $1 on it.
It's a very important dollar.
So Boys Do Cry going with the coffin corner routine. I don't know what the strategy is there.
Well,
do you have any thoughts, Vince Quinn? I'd love to hear it.
Sometimes you just don't get the right footing on the ball, John. I mean, it's really that simple. Sometimes you got the idea, it just doesn't work out. But do or do not. There is no try. You go for it. But
he did bomb it. I did ask for the bomb. He gave it to us. I say keep it on. Vitus FC going to midfield here now. Unfortunately, not finding the rest of his teammates. Or maybe he is. I don't listen to me. I am not a soccer strategist.
That's why I'm here.
Nice little shoving match. 20 even does the Alex Rodriguez. I didn't touch anybody down the right sideline.
A classic.
Classic.
And by the way, John, fun fact, because you asked and Andrew Stevens has delivered.
Thank you, Andrew Stevens.
The man that you love, number 19, Tice.
Tice.
He's been described as a league legend. He's played in every
He looks
division
like one.
in CASA. He won the Golden Boot 2 years ago.
What's the Golden Boot, Andrew?
I would assume that's MVP. It's a
That's
league
awesome.
MVP. So he did that 2 years ago. He's 44 and still leading the team.
What a titan.
That's why this is awesome.
This is amazing. As nice little opportunity for Boys Do Cry. Just nothing doing in the center there. And it was Tice. Is that right?
Tice.
We got a first name there. It's okay. I can just go by Tice. I love it.
Yeah, well, for now he's Tice. I'll see if I got him on my sheet.
He's like Hannibal from the A-Team. He loves it when a plan comes together, and he's a fighter. I can tell. I love it. I love Tice. Love Vitus and the ball movement from right to left here.
They've been struggling the last few minutes, John.
They have. I think that's why maybe Boys Do Cry put in their subs just at the right time. Some tossing, some turning. Whistles stay in pockets until now. See, and this is, I just feel this would be another time to just bomb it on down the right-hand side here. What do you think, Vince Quinn?
I just love it. You're just
All right, mid-center, all right.
You're
We'll take it.
SpongeBob SquarePants in boating school. You floor it.
2-2 with the breakaway after the mid-center bomb. Can he find help? He does. There's the legend Tice up and over. Does it go out of the stadium? It does. Is that $1?
Out of the stadium.
$1 to Vince
We
Quinn.
did it. We got one out of the stadium. That's $1, folks.
Oh, I don't even have $1 in my wallet. We'll have to try the crypto wallet.
You will find me on Venmo.
Tice with a bomb. 2-2 with a nice setup, too, and a breakaway. And here comes a chance for Vitus, but there's 2-6 saying, no, not on my watch.
And we're starting to see a recurring theme here, John, with Vitus. They really like the counterattack. I mean,
Love it.
Finding those opportunities and just pushing the ball down the field in the right spots. They've been very close on a couple of occasions, haven't been able to seal it, but you just keep at it when you got it.
Shout out to Taylor Cordatis for all of these fine pictures and the angles for us. A one-man crew with 5 tools of crewness. I don't know where I'm going there, folks. I'm so sorry.
He's wearing a nice hat. There you go.
Whistles all over the field. Still looks like it's Vitus possession. Check that. Boys Do Cry the other way.
Oh, John, we got another update on your man Tice.
Ooh, what else you got there, Andrew?
From what I'm seeing here, according to Andrew, most goals in the 6th division.
Whew. That is a fun fact we need to know. Is the league legend.
And we have a parent hanging out watching on Facebook, rooting for Daniel Quimby, who's number 8 on Boys Do Cry. Boys Do Cry really showing up in the chat, man.
Yeah,
they're dominating Facebook right now.
They are. And dominating the attack time. No whistles. Oh. Man, oh man. You could hear the Boys Do Cry bench very upset with the no call on that one, as they are still looking to try and save this, and they can't. Nice kick up in the middle here. Header out of bounds, and now the subs will come in on the other side. 19, 69, and 2 all coming in. Very nice.
Yeah, I don't know about you, John, but that was pretty physical down there in the box. That might have been, if I was the ref, I'm blowing the whistle.
We're seeing a lot of I didn't do that hands. Vitus looking to set something up here. As they bomb one down the right-hand side, trying to look for that alley to get open here. And they do, as the goalkeeper comes out, and it's a breakaway. Does it go in? No, but it does save a kickback. There is 69 who just came on, and it's in. What a goal from Vitus FC as they go top shelf. Wow. It came out of nowhere, as it looked like Boys Do Cry was easily going to just snuff that one out. They say no. Goaltender comes out. And it's like taking your queen out in chess. You just don't know how it's going to go. And boy, oh boy, they put it on the board and the Vitus FC up 1-0.
Yeah, that's just great teamwork right there. I mean, to get down deep in the box like that, you got an opportunity. It doesn't work out. You find your teammate, works his way across on a new cut, and just finds a perfect angle to blast that through. Great shot.
Unbelievable. Great persistence. Everything there. Tutu says, let's go get ours, boys, and trying to find something down the right-hand side. Does, keeps it alive. Has some nice moves. I think that might have gone off of a Vitus player there in the corner. Nice play from 6 on Boys Do Cry here. And you're right, Vince Quinn. It does look like they just kind of pick a side, go this side, that side, and Vitus likes to use their speed and say, you know what, we're going to go after you right now. Amazing move from 1-4 there.
You think you could do that, John?
No, hell no. Not a chance. Not a chance. I might be able to like take a rebound off of a rifled shot from your leg into my heel. I think that's the best I could do there. Nice throw in from Boys Do Cry here. Trying to break that open once again on the right-hand side. And it is saved almost. No corner. They go to the throw-in. It was ended up being a nice play down there.
And now a totally unbiased comment, John, from someone named Kelly Williams Dye asking
Kelly.
for Brandon Dye to come back in the game. Just
Brandon
coincidence.
Brandon Dye.
Surely coincidence. We'll tell him, Kelly.
I'm going to go tell Tutu. I'm going to go tell him right now, Kelly.
And that is one of the fun things about this is when you think about the way the CASA is built, to allow that soccer style substitution, and it's just how do you stagger people throughout the game, how many people are in the rotation, and look, it's a championship game. I mean, as a manager, whether that's the Contenders Cup that we're doing right now or the Palangi Cup, which is going to be going around 7 or 8:45 tonight Eastern time as we're here at UPenn. But for those games, it's okay. Are you making the decision to shorten your bench a little bit? Are you playing everybody that's been playing with you all year? It's a cup game, you know? So having those rotations, though, it's just one of those typical tactical things that is so involved in this league and so entertaining.
Absolutely. This has been a treat so far. No matter which side wins, Kelly, okay?
Yeah, I don't think the chat wants to hear it.
On either side, this honestly is some unbelievable soccer, too. I didn't know what to expect coming into this. I'm still admiring all the uniforms, the class. I didn't even know the refs had microphones in this league. That's fantastic. But there really doesn't seem like a sense that there is an opportunity or just go out and have fun, and that's what's great about this league.
And that is the beauty of it. I mean, you think all these different divisions and styles, and whether it's 11-on-11, 7-on-7, 5-on-5, they've got open practices that you can just come and hang out and kick it with people. Like, it's just so much flexibility, and the community is real. That's what I've noticed.
Oh, yes. And so is this opportunity from Boys Do Cry. Nice crosser down to the left-hand side. Man, this is a feisty bunch, Boys Do Cry, just like their commenters. Just as scrappy on the field. Love to see it.
And that's all you can do in that scenario. I mean, he's going all the way down the field. He's at full tilt. He's looking for an opportunity. He crosses it. It's a good position for the ball. There's no one there for Vitus, but there's just no one there on Boys Do Cry either. So, tough break for them.
Another big spot for Vitus to try and get something going there. 2-2 and the rest of the crew. Keep it in there, Texas. You're welcome.
Oh, and a punt down there. Okay.
Ooh, trying to good eyes to by Vince Quinn as it goes in. Unbelievable. I thought they were just going to kick it out and clear it. They said, I'm coming down to take the equalizer, John Barchard. 1-1. Boys do cry with an impressive goal there, Vince Quinn.
And it all starts with just a launch from the midfield, John. I mean, he just punted it down there. Beautiful ball down the left-hand side. They make a play, getting it to the middle. Just a beautiful sequence. And he trots off the field. He's getting some handshakes.
There it is.
What a moment.
Tice loves it. The Titan of the league himself. As we promised championship action, and we got it 1-1. As Vitus is aggressively upset about this and want to take that one off the board. Love to see it. Love to see it, and so does the motorcyclist on I-76. My goodness.
Just got to let people know you're there, John. Just got to let them know you're there.
So boys do cry doing my favorite play, bomb it down the field.
Assistant coach John Barchard.
And Vitus is going to come with the counterattack right away. 14 with the smooth legs. With the, 17. Yes, I agree. Getting the shove there. He's still on the ground looking for the call, and I am too. I know the boys do cry, chat don't want to hear that, but that was pretty blatant. My goodness.
Yeah, you ever play Squeeze the Lemon as a kid? That's kind of what it looked like. It was just brute force and boom, you just got knocked over.
Doesn't matter anyway, as boys do cry, trying to find that second goal here is that, I apologize, Fagmati coming on, number 2. Coming off number 8. Diane Tice looking to bite. Shaking hands, kissing babies, loving that they are tied at 1-1 right now.
By the way, John, another fun nickname for you. Gino Maresca of Boys Do Cry. His nickname, Ronaldinho. So after Ronaldinho, Ronald Gino is in the game, and he's had that nickname. He got it in the 5th grade, and it revived here in CASA. That's just beautiful.
Beautiful. We got a number on that there, Vince Quinn?
You know what? John, I screwed up and I don't have numbers.
Well, that's okay.
That's what happens, folks. See us on Sunday.
We'll get some names with those numbers as this one goes along. Here's 14, wanting revenge. Kicks it out to 21 for the breakaway. Can he get there? Little fancy dubsty-doo, and it mares that back kick again. 14 looking for the goal. And a crosser, and he got it! Bang! Right foot, golden foot, whatever you want to call it. It was beautifully set up. It was looked like that's what they had planned all along there, Vince Quinn. Amazing, amazing goal from Vitus to say, no, thank you. We'll be taking the lead now.
And that's the thing, John. It was footwork was phenomenal there to be able to stall the play. Great initial ball to push it down the field. And then that second move by 14 to just break it in, and nice, easy ball on the far side. Just a great shot.
Boys do cry. Man, that's got to feel good for 14. Getting shoved down, and then a couple of minutes later scoring the counteracting goal.
He's been having some moments today. I mean, he's really flashed in a couple of spots here.
A nice little rush here from Boys Do Cry. And still trying to maintain. This is Vitus fighting back very hard. Boys Do Cry saying, no, we got to get this thing back. I love it.
Competition's been really great so far. Yep. Both these teams, it's fiery, it's physical. You've had some great flashing moments, 3 goals already, and we're 30 minutes in, folks, so it's been a lot of action so far.
We'll try and boot this down the left-hand side. 16 in the hair, looking frisky, trying to make something happen. 14 gets pushed down again by 11, except this time we get a whistle. 11 with the classic what did I do hands, except we all saw it. We all saw it.
It is broadcast. You can't escape this time. So what can you do?
We handed out cards. A yellow card for 11 as well.
Yellow card, all right.
Coming around the 30-minute mark. Thank you for the timer there, Vince Quinn. Audience at home appreciates that as well.
And for the next game on Sunday, John, because, by the way, we will be Sunday Subaru Park. We're going to be hanging out. Full day of CASA Soccer. And you're going to be getting games beforehand at the training field, so we'll be hanging out there, getting some action, watch the Union play the NYCFC. And then after that, John, the Kelly Cup.
The famous Kelly Cup that we've heard so much about. We can't wait for that.
Going to be a great matchup. Rose Tree Gunners, by the way, who are playing tonight, will be in that game as well on Sunday.
Oh, excellent. 9 coming on for Boys Do Cry. 22 coming on for Vitus. And taking out what I think is, one of the best attackers that they have in 14. He's going to go catch an orange slice and some Liquid Death Mountain Water. Vitus now trying to be aggressive and keeping the ball in their attack zone on the right-hand side. They're looking for a call as well now, Boys Do Cry. And, some traffic up in there in the middle. Goaltender makes the correct call. Big, nice, deep boot here coming into the midfield. $12.84, looking for the breakaway to 2-2, and offsides. Oh man, and it was going to be a good goal. Or yeah, we're looking for it right here. Is I don't know. What do you think, Vince?
It looks like he got called off. Yeah, I mean, man, he had a nice shot too off the top of the post and in. Man, that's devastating.
Trying to come back right away. Here's the sweet pooch into the middle, and it is in for the goal. Unbelievable. So they get the offsides call taken away. Is everybody okay? Oh man, no, just frustration. Yes. That is just, I thought somebody was hurt, and that is just, I would be in the same position right now letting that in. What a just crazy turn of events after thinking you've got a breakaway. Offsides is called. Bing bang boom, it's 3-1 the other way.
Yeah, just a momentary vacuum of silence, basically. Just pure stun as they don't get that goal before they have time to even fully react. They just give one up. I mean, just a devastating change of events here for Boys Do Cry. Now, 3-1, John. 3-1 Vitus FC over Boys Do Cry.
And we've heard a lot about this Vitus FC group. Not just what you're seeing now, but, 4 teams in the division. They certainly take this pretty seriously. And you can see why. Some nice chest bump action from Boys Do Cry as they're trying to find that next alley. Comes a nice rush up the left-hand side, 22, and his fancy passes. Now trying to find some dynamite with 15. Into the middle, up and over. And we'll re-rack this one here again, midfield probably.
And as we're doing that, John, let me tell you about Travis Elwood for a second. So Travis Elwood from Vitus FC, second place in Division 4's goal scorer for the season, had 7 goals for the team. Fun little fact about Mr. Elwood. Okay, I don't know if you're ready for this.
I'm always ready.
He would watch terrible B movies and make fun of them. That's what he does in his free time.
That's always a fun time, You
ever see like Mystery Science Theater 3000?
That's exactly what I was going to point to.
There you go. That is the Travis Elwood experience, my friend.
Travis Elwood needs a YouTube page stat. I'd watch that. Tice back into the game. Love to see that. The Titan of CASA. And I'm sorry, Kelly. Still no diet, although I can update you. It looks like he's the next sub in.
He is on the sideline. He's ready to go.
And on now. Here comes Dye.
And can you say they've been dying to see him?
Oh, man.
There you go.
There it was.
There it is.
There's the Vince Quinn punt of the night.
I'm sorry, folks.
2-2 coming off, pumping up everybody on the bench. And a lot of not miraculous effort because we know the man can do it, but just great effort. Do feel sorry for him. I feel like that should have been a goal.
It was tough to get a good view of whether or not he was off. I got to say, I was looking at a different part of the play, but man, such a tough feeling. It was such a good shot. And when that gets called off, it's a killer mentality from Vitus to just lock in that moment, go turn it around and put a devastating lock on this game right now.
Yeah. And we've got somebody down there. I believe that's 11.
Yeah, it looked like a collision when they were going up for that header there. You hate to see it.
Not fun. Looks like he's okay, though. Shaking it off.
And we're hearing from Luke that his life is complete now that Dye is back in. So there you go. Souls, there you go, John. Luke. Souls have been healed in this game.
Healed and saved. Healed and saved more than the Boys Do Cry goalkeeper.
Oh, man. The shot for Get him, chat. Get him.
It's not his fault, though. His defense has been letting him down a little bit. I'm just saying. But these Vitus FC crew is no joke, so. Looking to get something going on the throw-in. Can't find it, and now a potential chance as 21's breaking out in the middle. Some speed to the left-hand side. 22 has got nobody on him. Looking for the crosser, takes the shot/pass. Oh. Tough angle and a nice play to come out. Is that technically a slide tackle there, Vince Quinn?
Well, for the goalie can go and make a slide and go make a play. So they're the one player that gets the right to do that in CASA. So for the goalie from Boys Do Cry going out and making the play, that's all right. Looks like a couple of other guys got tangled there. Yeah. One of the defenders for Boys Do Cry. And you got to say, I mean, again, Vitus in those moments where they get the opportunity to really push the ball, they do excellent work. And on that play, you got one of the members, he cuts into the middle of the field. He takes the defense with him. 22 goes streaking down the left-hand side. He serves him up a nice ball while his body was kind of moving another direction. He pushes it back over. 22 gets to run right up on it and create a great chance there.
Oh, yeah, it looks like it's pretty significant as 26 is going to come right in and sub on this one. As now here comes the corner. Headed out beautifully. Nice little alignment from Boys Do Cry. And they'll end up clearing this one out here. Ooh, big bomb in the middle. Another little collision there. Looked like a incidental tummy kick.
Like an incidental microphone stand smack.
That's exactly right.
It happens. Happens to the best of us. A lot of physicality lately, John.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, just in the last, 5 minutes, I mean, people have been really going at it here.
A lot of tension. A lot of tension starting to build. It's Vitus again. Oh, yeah. Nice. Some elbows being thrown here and there. There's Tice with the outlet. Dye putting the press on here in the right-hand corner. Headed up and out. Here comes another deep bomb. It's just cleared out and taken away.
And you're hearing it from the Boys Do Cry sideline, John. They're saying you got to talk. You got to talk. So communication has been an issue. Trying to straighten it out.
We just hear from a little conversation back and forth. About 3 minutes left here going in the half. Comes Vitus trying to capitalize on that right now. Oh, boy. Incidental up and over, no call. Everybody's saying, what's going on? But they play on.
Yeah, that was a hook, John. He got his hand right under the defender there. I mean, he was right up in the armpit. He got him pretty good.
As long as there's no DDTs tonight, I think we'll be okay.
Stone cold stunners,
Yeah.
perhaps. You never know.
Some nice back and forth here in the midfield. Ooh, 16 in the hair is calling for the ball. Is Vitus now going to try and open up the right-hand side there? Good defense by Boys Do Cry. Ooh, boy. They can't seem to. Boys Do Cry trying to, yelling and screaming, clear it out, clear it out. Basically did, I guess. Right here, Vince Quinn?
Well,
Sorry.
yeah, ultimately they are going to get the chance here. Gets blasted out, so now you got the opportunity to reset. And, I mean, they need it. Look, Vitus has been dominating these last couple of minutes. There's just no other way to put it. They've been putting on all the pressure. They've gotten a couple of goals these last 10, 15 minutes. I mean, they've really been in charge.
Yeah, all that momentum is starting to suddenly shift here, and certainly towards the end of the half, I know it's going to be a lot of people gassed. Great play from Seven in the tackle there. And now Boys Do Cry trying to get something going, but almost try and win Vince Quinn another $1.
We'll cap it at 1. I'm being nice. I'm being nice. By the way, John, that shot that did just get launched there, that was by Mahbub Alam from Boys Do Cry. And interesting fact about him. So he was born in Pakistan, speaks 3 different languages.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Come over to the booth and teach me something, please.
Yeah, I wonder what he speaks. I would
Better
be curious
than me.
to know. Yeah, well, better English than both of us, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it didn't say when he moved over, but playing well so far.
And here comes Vitus. Some nice ball movement. Yeah, the Vitus touch. That just kind of writes itself, right? That's what they're looking for.
That's what it's been so far. Yeah, black and white, but there's some gold in there, maybe.
Wonder if the Vitus touch is 4-1. It's probably what they're looking for right now.
And that's crippling. But for what it's worth, Boys Do Cry. I mean, they're a team that scored a lot of goals this year.
Yes.
So second highest scoring again in Division 6. And they got every opportunity to still come back in this one. You got a lot of time left.
Oh, boy. And a lot of trying to avoid exactly what just happened here. Trying to get the call. It goes the other way.
Some
Boys
chatter.
Yes. A lot of chatter now. A lot of chatter now. Ooh, 16 banging in. Real nice. Nice keeping by, almost keeping by 25.
just about the end of the half here, John. We'll see how much more time they give.
We just hit the unofficial 46-minute clock. It's nice pressure from both sides, and there it is right there. There's the halftime whistle as Vitus FC just putting on a counterattack show as they are up 3-1. And just an intense, just beautiful soccer from everybody on the field tonight. But Vitus being just that much better here, Vince Quinn.
Yeah, so far that's been the case. I mean, they've just played a better game so far. You give it to boys. Boys do cry early. They come in, they get the first goal. You get some excitement, but it has not been going their way. And I mean, for now, it just really goes back to that moment where you think they're going to score. It goes off the bottom of the crossbar, bounces into the net. It's a great shot, and it gets called offside. They're furious about it, and immediately, bam, there goes Vitus with a goal. I mean, just brutal.
Yep. Hi, everybody. We're looking in. I'm John Barcher. That's Vince Quinn. We are from Bell and the Birdmen, actually. We run an Eagles podcast, and we are in the middle of our summer football is football heat. We are glad to be with you here at Rhodes Stadium. And I think we'll get some of the players here chatting with us in a little bit after we kind of meet and talk about strategies. And what would you do for Boys Do Cry here? I mean, you're down 3-1. You've got another 45 minutes in this one ish.
Yeah.
Is this trying to basically do what they're been showing us here? Is the dump and chase? The let's just see if we can break something open. Is there any way you can be more aggressive in the second half?
Well, yeah, and that's the interesting part of all this, right? Because for Boys Do Cry, how they got that goal, they launched it down the field. I mean, It went from the midfield way deep in the box on the left side. They were able to make a play and score the goal. So that's a nice way to convert it. Generally, the counterattack has not been like the really aggressive plays. They haven't been able to connect nearly as well as Vitus has. So that's a problem. And when you're down this many goals, I mean, how do you come back? Because here's the tough thing. Vitus is good on the counterattack. So what you're looking at is most likely you're just trying to build from the back, work your way up, have some nice opportunities, and you figure it out from there. But for now, I mean, part of it is just playing your game and trying to not get too far ahead of yourself. And then, once you're getting a little bit later in the game, 65, 70, then you start to push a little bit more.
And I think we will have our first interview of the game here. Are
you nervous?
As we're introducing, who is that? Who are you, my friend?
I'm John Truman.
John Truman, and what's your role with CASA?
I am captain of FC Southhouse. I'm also on the board here. So
beautiful. Who do you have with you?
I'm pitch side with
Walter Kissel.
He's an attacking midfielder of Vitus FC. You had a fantastic first half. You're up 3-1. What are you guys going to do differently or maintain the same in the second half to see that you guys see this thing out?
Well, I hope we have fun, and then we just press and then hold this ball. But, majority keep our heads and just have fun. Play best when we're having fun.
What do you guys plan to do in the second half? They're having some success down the wing. You guys plan on doing anything differently to maintain to counter that, or?
I think we're going to try and press on the guy who has the ball when he's trying to do those long balls. We need to close it down faster, not allow him enough space in the wings and in the midfield, but mostly just try and hold on to the ball.
Sounds like a plan, my guy. All right, dude. Good luck in the second half.
Yeah, thank you.
Actually, one quick question, if you don't mind. There was a lot of physical contact going back and forth there at the end. Is there a lot of shit talking going back and forth between the teams? We could kind of hear that in between a little bit.
I didn't hear anything, but I'm sure it'll start to liven up the second half.
Were you guys a little mad about that on the opposite end? Felt like you weren't getting calls?
I hope it reverses the second half. I mean, it go either way.
Yeah. If you're questioning a ref decision, there might be a fine in that. So.
Oh well, then he's fine. He's perfect.
Good to know.
All right, man. I'll let you get back to it.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Well,
Great work, John.
John, with the duties of being our sideline reporter tonight, and nailed it.
Yeah, we'll be checking in with John periodically throughout the night.
Absolutely.
So for the Contenders Cup, which is at our feet here, so you don't have to worry about shooting that right now, Taylor. But we will get it in our hands and present it later. And then we have the Palangi Cup final, which is going to be coming just after that at 8:45. John, it's just a full night tonight.
It's a doubleheader here with CASA and Vitus FC taking on Boys Do Cry. It's interesting too because the the divisions are so different from 4 to 6, and I forgot to ask Nolan and everybody else who's involved with the game tonight to like what are the differences, and help us out, commentary. What are the differences of being like in Division 4 versus Division 6? Is that Division 6 there's heavier hitters?
Well, yeah, and that's one of the things that I'm trying to figure out myself. But what I think is so interesting about it is like going through Boys Do Cry, for example, because what we did, folks, is we had people fill out a questionnaire, get to know everybody before the game, get a flavor of who everybody is, what makes the teams tick, all that kind of stuff. And the one thing I really got with Boys Do Cry is they've been together. A lot of the team has been together 5-6 years. So they've had a lot of opportunity to grow, and they've talked about the program and how it's built. And like that's the thing that CASA that really sticks with me is talking with Nolan earlier, who is the president of CASA in general. And he also runs Vitus for what he's talking about. I mean, this is a very serious, very concerted, very focused organization just all across the board. So to have those, all those years to go and build and be in a cup game like this, it's an exciting moment. It just comes down to trust and chemistry and whether or not they're able to figure things out here in the second half as they're getting ready and coming out on the field. And it looks like we'll get going pretty soon. That was fast for halftime.
That is the fastest halftime I've ever seen in this sport ever.
I dig it. I really, hey, get back out there. And that's the nice thing, right? When you've got these kinds of basketball substitutions, it's not like these guys are running for 90 minutes, all of them, and it's just, hey, get back out there. You know what I mean? Like they get to sit for a minute, they get to breathe. You can rotate guys off if they're still winded when you're coming in from the half. So we'll see what the adjustments are. But your man Tice is out on the field.
Love it.
Looks good.
Tice not 2-2 to start round 2. And now Boys Do Cry, obviously going from our right to our left, which is a little unfortunate because I think most of the action the spectators are going to see based on their first half play.
We'll have them just get up and follow the ball like a golden retriever in a backyard. They're just going to run around the fence, and they'll just follow it everywhere.
Love it. I love it.
Very organized.
Boys Do Cry coming out with it here. And Vitus doing first half things like they have been, shutting that down and now trying for the counterattack. But cannot save that one.
All right, and pretty lax on the pressure there, but you do hate a throw in that's like right next to the corner.
Yes.
At least I do. An audible, oh my God, as the defender from Boys Do Cry swoops in and heads it back out of bounds.
Inch by inch, Vitus is getting up the field. There you go.
Yeah, this feels like football a little bit. Little play, out of bounds, reset, out of play, reset.
As Boys Do Cry here, now trying to look for the breakout. And just some really nice defense from Vitus there.
Say this, Boys Do Cry do look fiery right now.
Absolutely.
They look a little heated.
Now Vitus with the lone man, 21. Left-hand side of the pitch, crossing it over to us. Fancy feet out to the right-hand side to 24. Now looking for that opportunity. Here comes a big over the, what do we call that, Vince Quinn?
Yeah,
the lob?
Yeah, it was a cross there. Nice cross into the box. And for Vitus right there, I mean, look, it's a nice, simple possession, right? You go in, Boys Don't Cry. They're not pressuring you all that much. You can sit back. They're making some passes. They went all the way across the field. Saw a shot in the middle to go and cross to try to get the header, just a little too much on it.
The big bomb coming to midfield for Boys Do Cry. Tice with the header. Up and looking for the breakout. And obviously making the Boys Do bench very happy here.
Yeah, shot of Medina there from Boys Do Cry, who was the main catalyst for the one goal that Boys Do Cry did have tonight so far.
Trying to set it up on the right-hand side. Little too heavy. The chase is on. Oh, and Vitus keeps it in and clears it out as they try and start their counterattack now. Vitus no numbers, but going to try the middle anyway. Some obvious optimism coming from the Boys Do Cry side there. Tice, the legend. Crosser in the middle, nobody there. And now Boys Do Cry on the right-hand side trying to get that through. And man, Vince Quinn, Vitus has just been clamping down. Can't find it on the left, can't find it in the middle, can't find it in the center.
Well-rounded team play.
Unbelievable.
That's just what it is. It's well-rounded team play right now from Vitus. They're just getting it everywhere. Offense obviously gives you 3 goals in the first half. Now you're getting a lot of pressure from Boys Do Cry, which they did in the first half, by the way. The first couple of minutes, they were really aggressive in that first half. Just weren't able to convert anything, and here they are again. But as much as the ball's been in the back third here for Vitus, you can't get a good opportunity right now.
A lot of support coming in once again from the Boys Do Cry fan base. Getting to stay strong from Caroline, excuse me.
He's a little far away from the computer. It's okay. It's okay.
I probably would have screwed it up anyway, Caroline. So
he does get names wrong a lot. It's okay.
Yep. As Boys Do Cry now trying to put on that pressure. Vitus with the clear out. And now, Vitus almost had numbers there. Great play by Boys Do Cry to get that on the other side.
Easy 17.
Ooh, gotta hate that. Falling over the ball. 1-9. And remaining physical out there, Vince Quinn.
Certainly has been, John. Cup on the line here, folks. By the way, for just tuning in. Effectively, they did run this tournament last year, the Contenders Cup, but this is the time that they've really opened it up. And so this is the biggest field they've had, and Cup's going out tonight. We're about, 30, 40, about 40 minutes away.
It's polished. It's shining bright under the Rhodes Stadium lights. Can't wait to display that tonight. Lenny here, 2-2. Coming in for Dye. Sure that makes Kelly upset. But I also think Vince Quinn, best chance to score right now is with 2-2 on the field. He's just a total mismatch on anything that they put out there. As Tice tries to get the header. We almost get the souvenir.
Would have been nice. I never caught a foul ball at a baseball game, John. It never happened.
I've come centimeters away.
I also try to not go to baseball games anymore, but that's just me. That's just me.
Catch us in Chester at Subaru Park before a Phillies game.
That's sure. Right, this Sunday.
All right, Vitus trying to get this going. 24 with some daylight. Crosser shot. Ooh, boy.
Wow. Great save. Nice diving save. I mean, gets low, deflects it wide. Great play. Oh, man.
Actually, just like their last one from the first half, I don't think that I didn't believe it had a chance. And Shooter proves me wrong once again. So they'll go to the corner here. And again, as the obvious is in front of us here, one goal from Vitus is a crusher. Definitely not over for Boys Do Cry. And here they come. Boys Do Cry. With, I think, some numbers this time, but Vitus getting back pretty quickly. Here comes the speed. Right-hand side, 2-2. Keeping the possession. Keeping Boys Do Cry alive.
It's been the big playmaker today.
Ooh. See, that's why I want to have a beer with 26 right there. Let it rip, baby.
That's a man
Let
after
it
your
rip.
heart.
Still think it was a pretty decent scoring chance, although it was far away from the goal box there, Vince Quinn. I liked it.
Yeah, when you get some space once in a while,
Wasn't
and
that
look,
far
at this point, you are down 2 goals. I really don't mind a guy once in a while when you got the room to just let it rip. So he let it rip.
Vitus with another good stab out. This is probably what we'll see from them from the rest of the game here. I'm assuming here, Vince Quinn is just like, yeah, good luck trying to score on us here.
Yeah, seems to be the play, and it's good tactical switch. I mean, they've really been fundamentally sound, and so as much as the ball's been all over their side of the field, it really hasn't mattered all that much, and they just got a shot on goal, 2 minutes ago?
Yep.
So, yeah, they've been able to still generate opportunities.
Nice outlet for 23, but no one from Boys Do Cry there, as Vitus moving up the field, just as you said, Vince Quinn. They find the counterattack. No matter what, there's the crosser. No one there. Looking for the call, and they get it. And asking for a new ball, but not granted, as Boys Do Cry trying to take advantage of that. Vitus fell asleep there for just a second. Brilliant work is that my boy 14. Once again, 1-4. Moving up with fancy feet, 22. Looking for the opportunity. Try 76 instead.
Yep, windshield just busted open on that one.
As 3 subs coming in for Boys Do Cry, 6, 8, and 9. That is an open-ended straight draw in poker, by the way.
There you go, the more you know.
Good numbers.
By the way, for everybody watching, if you haven't laced up your cleats in a while, maybe you're new to the game, just looking to get some exercise, do it in a fun environment, CASA's brand new 5-on-5 Mixto social leagues.
Ooh.
They're the perfect thing for you. And let me tell you, it's going to be July 7th is when they start getting that. It's a social league. So, again, 5-on-5, nice and casual. Right there in the top right-hand corner, you can see the QR code. So if you'd like to sign up, check it out. We'll leave it up there for about 30 seconds so you can give that a look. Also, if you're looking for something a little more competitive, I lost my spot there. I'm not a great reader. Well, what can I tell you? I don't read a lot of books. It shows. But if you're looking for something a little more competitive and the casual side isn't for you, CASA also offers 11-on-11 leagues, which is what you're watching right here. Women's leagues, co-ed, 7-on-7. So there's a lot of things going on. But if you're casual, looking for something to get started, 5-on-5 Mixto is where you go, and we'll leave that up for you for a minute.
They even accept guys with short sleeve button down pineapple shirts and flip flops calling this beautiful sport that you see in front of us right now. So
I would love to see you play in flip flops. That would be interesting.
I'd probably get thrown out of the league, to be honest with you.
You'd be the one guy that slide tackles when you can't do it.
Vitus. Here comes a big bomb and a
Ooh.
good shot. Wow, what a rifle from 2-1, I believe. Indeed it was.
Yeah, he ripped that.
Man, that was another good shot and a scoring opportunity. Another big corner kick coming for Vitus here is it's up and away. Defended nicely by Boys Do Cry.
By the way, John, 26 was in on that play, and we've been informed through Facebook. His name is Corey. So Corey is your man over
let's
there.
Go have some beers, brother.
Thank you to everybody in Facebook that's been tuning in, hanging out with us here as we broadcast live on the CASA channels, Facebook and Twitter for today. Also broadcasting on our YouTube channel. We host an Eagles podcast called Bell and the Birdmen. So if you're watching from there, thank you very much.
We appreciate it. Vitus FC now. Nice crosser over to the right-hand side. 69. Nothing doing. Boys Do Cry. Yelling instructions. Lollipop in the center. Little slippage there. And what do we got? Everybody's walking to the left, which means Vitus FC. Some bad boys. They get their hands slapped. And we're going the other way.
Takes me back to Catholic school, John. Takes me back.
Tice looking for the header. Gets the neck. And a nice little back and forth volley here. 7 trying to slow things down, excuse me. Off to Tice, left-hand side. Almost direct on. Looked like he was trying to find his man in the middle there.
Now it feels like pressing, and you got to think about this. I mean, we're 60 minutes in, so you got 30 minutes left, which is plenty of time, but you're down 2, and they have not been able to generate chances so far this half. I mean, Vitus has just been sitting back and making the most of the opportunities when they come, and they've done an excellent job. So they are feeling the pressure. You can hear it from the sideline, and we'll see if they can just find a moment. I mean, it takes one spark, but they've had a hard time finding it.
Ooh, man, a big fall there and slide. Although I hear there's a lot of, divers in this sport, so don't let my judgment fool you.
People dive in every sport. How dare you?
Yeah, they're just really good at it in this one, that's all.
It's an art form.
It is, and I respect it. I'm not trying to disrespect it. And here it comes.
Oh, it's a nice cross.
Up and over.
Oh, man, some action there.
Some nice bodies in front. Vitus FC just locking things down thus far.
That really was an excellent cross. I want to give him credit. Was that 14? He's been killing it.
Yeah,
tonight.
he's been on fire for them all night.
At least one goal for him so far tonight.
Up to Tice, misses the header. Two now.
Hasn't been involved much lately, by the way, 2-2.
No. It's primarily been on the left-hand side as there's a nice little crosser over to Tice trying to get the header. They're going to say white, and we're going to get a corner here and a fist pump as well.
That was narrow, too. I mean, that hardly went out as a corner. That was almost a really tough throw-in.
So what are you thinking here, Vince Quinn? Is there a type of aggressive setup from a corner that you know of? Or is there a...
Well, yeah, I mean,
I guess we'll find
there's a
out
lot
right
of ways
now.
you can play it. They're chucking it in. He got it on the net. It's a decent location. Just didn't hit one of his guys.
Corner didn't go. Oh, my gosh. That was basically like a stiff arm. 69 looking around like they're giving us the Aaron Rodriguez hands again. That's twice we've seen that tonight.
Yeah, I was thinking like a flying lariat if you've played some old WWE games, John. That's the kind of look that it got there. He really got up there and after him. Seems all right.
Another man after our hearts.
That's what it's all about, right? It's people mauling each other and just booting it 50 yards.
Ooh, and a nice opportunity here for Boys Do Cry as that, I believe, either went on the outside of the net. They're going to let it roll all the way out here.
Nice simple play.
Uh-oh, they were falling asleep. Boys Do Cry with the easy turnover. Here to Vitus, a big shot that's ricocheted off of some ham hocks, I believe.
Delicious. By the way, it looked like there was a little bit of a switch going on there. So one of the midfielders seemed to be directing Tutu and saying, hey, I'm going to switch, stay in the middle. And as that was going on, it created a space. And there goes Vitus on the counter, trying to make something happen again.
They're going to be in their favorite spot here, which seems to be the right side of the pitch. Comes the throw. 16 in his beautiful hair. Keeping it in, and yeah, why not? Vitus, be aggressive. You're up 2 goals. Keeping them down here. Why not?
Yep. No problem with that. Oh, souvenir time.
Almost souvenir.
So close.
Let's see about it. Just need another foot there, Vince Quinn. You would have got yourself a soccer ball.
Got to be ready with your hands there, Taylor.
Corey. The man everyone wants to have a beer with. Who now Vitus with some speed up the left-hand side on the counterattack. Feel like we've been saying that a lot tonight as well, Vince Quinn.
That's how they've been playing, and it's working out great for him.
69, the big bowler looking his way around. Gets a decent chance. Tough angle shot.
Clock keeps on ticking around the 65th minute here.
Shoulder and header from Tice. Ball sticking around.
Slow to get up here.
Ooh, boy. Looked like semi-non-contact as well there for a second.
Let's see.
Big bomb coming from 84. And some nice movement from Tutu as the goalkeeper had to say, all right, let's pull this back, boys.
And they're going to need him here, John. I mean, in these last, 30 minutes, 25 minutes, if they're going to get this thing going back, it's got to be Tutu. He's been the guy tonight, and they have just not been able to get him the ball consistently.
Corey heading up in the middle. Vitus not being able to contain that on their side. Comes Tice now. Some decent footwork.
22. He's not even playing. He's not even on his team. Use the time. He's not the first person that had pound. 22 minutes left.
Here from the ref there. 22 minutes left. officially.
Sub.
Couple substitutions coming in.
2:22:25 for Vitus, 17 for Boys Do Cry.
9 coming off.
And as expected, Taylor's camera stand coming off the field as well here for a second.
Camera had a lot to eat for dinner.
It did.
John. It's a hefty camera.
Nice slice from Boys Do Cry. Here comes Tice, the legend. Ball coming our way, Vince Quinn. And they'll reset here.
Yeah, and this continues to be the game. I mean, Vitus just sitting back and giving Boys Do Cry the opportunity.
Oh, boy. Good opportunity there. Hands on knees. Always a disappointing result, but still like the effort.
Yeah, that was one of their best chances in a while. So for them, and that's what you're looking for. Hey, you find a little opportunity, that's all it takes. One goal can give you a lot of life. And when you're thinking about Boys Do Cry and where they're at right now, they look like they're lagging a little bit. You know, it's not that they're crushed. They're not playing defeated, but
no,
they're not playing like a confident team at the moment. They're trying to find answers. So we'll see if they can figure it out and rally here. And that's something that gives you a little bit of encouragement.
.69 all alone on the right-hand side.
Oh,
better pass. I think it's a better opportunity on goal.
He got up there, though. You see his leg go up there to keep it in? Whew. I tore something just watching that.
That's why they're out there.
That is right. And I sit.
12 with the feed to 2-2. Oh, man. Gets shoved down. Bench is looking for a call. So am I.
Mark up right.
So now it looks like Boys Do Cry getting the free kick here, Vince Quinn. Boys Do Cry shouting to get on the back corner of the post, I believe. And a hitter just got deflected in the muck there. Still alive. Boys Do Cry. Oh. And here comes the counterattack once again. Fancy feet from 69 on Vitus' side. Disappointed that he didn't get the breakout.
Somebody down in the box, John. That was a member of Boys Do Cry who headed the ball on that last little free kick.
Doing some stretches. Hopefully it's just cramps.
Getting up now.
Jogging off under his own power. Like to see that. Is that our boy Corey down on the field, by the way?
Don't know. Yeah, he's going to take a breather here for a moment. And that is your man, I believe.
Way to go, 2-6. Hell of an effort tonight. Oh, boy.
Whoops.
Throw into a header.
And it's a little thing, but, you know, again, it's just the time is it's really starting to work against him here.
And here comes a nice impromptu counter rush from Boys Do Cry. 2-2, trying to get in front, has two defenders on him. Great defense, some hands. And still keep it alive. Whistle. Didn't hear the call on that one, but going back to Vitus' side there.
There's a lot of physicality. I mean, look, Tutu was getting at it in there, and he's fighting hard. I mean, he's trying to make something happen here. It was a rare opportunity for him close to the goal. He just couldn't turn it into anything.
As this wears on, maybe it's the experience, maybe it's just the level, but Vitus with some just really good crisp passing, great communication. Large part of why they're up 3-1, I would imagine.
Sir, time.
17-minute mark left to go. It's the opposite. I apologize. I'm new here.
People know what you mean, John. It's all right. Oh, that's a little pressure.
Oh, hey.
A little gamesmanship there. He almost got a backbreaker.
What do we call that game?
I wouldn't say that was cat and mouse necessarily. It was almost like a game of chicken.
Take it.
It really was a little bit. It's like, you're not going to go for it.
Vitus getting the way. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Counter rush, and we're going back and forth. And I think it was just a timely mistake there for Boys Do Cry, allowing that rush to come in. And just like you said, this is the kind of thing you're playing. Well,
it's a backbreaker.
Yeah,
I mean,
total backbreaker.
Let's call it what it is at this point. If they've put in some good effort, they've been trying this half, but it got to a point where Vitus has been a lot in this game, and especially from really about the 25-minute mark on, they've really been applying a lot of the pressure. But for this second half, they've resisted, held firm, and that is just a devastating goal.
And look who's coming on. It's Corey, the big 2-6.
Got to respect him coming out. I mean,
trying
look,
to find a spark here. The spark they have clipped.
Keep your heads in there. Not much time left. Let's finish it.
Yeah, it's desperation time here for Boys Do Cry, John.
They are trying to find that right now. And don't worry, even if they end up losing this one, I still think they have the better uniforms on the field.
That is true.
As desperation time now seeking its way to a lot of aggressive kicks here. Just trying to get any type of speed up and going. Subs coming in now, 13 for Vitus, 6 for Boys Do Cry. Medina.
Little confusion there.
Comes Vitus. Up to their old tricks as usual, keeping a lot of pressure on the Boys Do Cry side. 2-2 with some space. And 22 fancy feet, razzle dazzle, nothing happening. It'll stay on the Boys Do Cry side. Looking for the outlet pass to 2-2 in the middle.
All right, that one get launched into the trees there. And while they go pick that up, John, if you're looking to play some soccer and you just don't have the time to commit, because for this, it's a cup game. I mean, you're playing a season, you're playing the knockout matches, you get to this moment. If you can't make that time commitment, not a problem. They do have some open pickup events with CASA, and it's part of the meetup group which they have. So on that meetup group, you get all sorts of different things, clinics, watch parties, any other CASA events. It's all there, and it's all on the QR code. So right there in the top right corner of the screen, and we'll leave that there for a couple of seconds so you go and check that out. Again, it is open pickup events, more of a casual environment for you to play some soccer.
And it's a beautiful environment tonight. And it really is. I know despite the 4-1 score, there's a lot of people that are disappointed on the Boys Do Cry side, but both teams have just been amazing to watch as somebody that's just a first onlooker of this great league and great organization. A lot of friendly back and forth, and obviously they don't mind cursing out here, which is something we respect and enjoy as well.
It's gotten some fun nicknames, John. I'll say that. We've got some fun nicknames, which let's give a shout out here to Tom Hill from Boys Do Cry.
Ooh, and a nice little ricochet off the top as that happens there. When,
Tom goes by the ass man, John. Goes by the ass man. That's assistant manager, of course.
I'm the ass man. Like that?
Pretty much like
Kind
that.
of like the scat man, but the ass man?
Yeah, no,
All right.
it's pretty much how it
I
goes.
love that. Is there any origin of how he became that? Actually, it's probably
he's the,
better not to know.
assistant manager. He's the assistant manager for the team. All right? It's nice and clean.
Vitus with another counter rush. Winding down to, I think, the last about 8 minutes of this one here. 8 to 9 minutes. Oh! No way that just happened. Did that just happen? The crosser ends up going in. I've never seen anything like that. It was like a trick pool shot. And my goodness, Vitus FC is going to go up 5-1.
Just an unbelievable exclamation point, John. I mean, it's over, and what a way to close it there. That's a great shot.
Jeez, I didn't even. I thought that was in the behind the net. I didn't think that went in. That's unbelievable. Whoever that was, let's buy that gentleman a beer at the end of this one, too.
Yeah, he's going to be cracking a beer tonight. He's going to drink it right out of the CASA Contenders Cup. He's going to pour it right in there and chug it.
Vitus FC, congrats to the Contenders Cup. Don't want to exactly say that the fat lady's out here singing, but she's warming up.
Yeah, 5-1.
More subs coming on now. 22 in for Boys Do Cry. Dye making his way back onto the field. Haven't seen him in a while.
Facebook goes wild.
And here comes Tice, the legend, off. Boys Do Cry now, trying to look for something late. I think we're well past desperation time here, Vince Quinn. What kind of time is that?
Yeah, closing time, John. It's a song from Semisonic, and it unfortunately rings true for Boys Do Cry because, I mean, it's what, 5 minutes left?
That's
I mean,
right.
we're getting really towards the end here.
Everybody does have a new beginning. I think that's in that song.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
Vince Quinn, Johnny on the spot. There you go.
90s one-hit wonders, John. It's my wheelhouse.
Some nice touches here from Boys Do Cry. You'd figure with an hour and a half, I would try not to tempt to say don't, but keep slipping in there. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Yeah, it'll happen. You blame who sings that song? The Cure. There we go. Taylor knew exactly where I was going and knew that I would screw it up.
And disgusted that you didn't know the band.
Yeah, I know them, but I don't. It's not a '90s one-hit wonder, so I don't have it. Right? I think that's a late '80s one.
Do want to say just great effort tonight from everybody. Been a very entertaining night so far.
Yeah, very physical, a lot of great flashes, a dramatic moment. I mean, it's been a really busy game. You got a lot of people. Stands continue to slowly fill up as what we're going to have here, folks. We do have another game after this. So what we're going to have is this is the Contenders Cup. What we're going to have next is the Palangi League Cup, which means every team in CASA had the opportunity, knockout style, to get themselves to the finish line for tonight. And we'll be seeing the Rose Tree Gunners FC taking on Blue Stars FC. And they're all out behind the net on our left side, warming up. That action starts around 8:45.
In the Primera Division, we've been told, is a lot of D1, D3 ex-players mixed in. So I'm excited to see that.
And we got a comment here, John, from Andrew Stevens, captain of Boys Do Cry. Wants to say, good season from the lads. No shame in tonight. Vetus are a strong team. Congrats on the win. And looking forward to next season. Nice little bull emoji, smoke coming out of the nose. So,
absolutely, Andrew.
Thanks for hanging with us tonight, Andrew.
Hope you're enjoying Italy.
Congratulations on getting into the game. I mean, you made it to the Contenders Cup final. Good for you guys.
Number 2, who I believe was one of the last subs to come in.
You can see he's got fresh legs.
Oh
no
baby.
way. Oh, my. On 2 accounts. My goodness.
Double legs from the substitutes that they're just trying to close this one out. Maybe just screw around and put 6 on the board.
Diving header to get the ball on the net there, and then a great reaction from the goalie to see the ricochet and actually hit that thing up over the net. I mean, wow, that was awesome.
Levin coming back in for Boys Do Cry. The sauntering walk of knowing the season is over. Been on one too many of those. Oh, and a nice attempt here from Vitus in the middle of the field there. Excuse me, in the middle of the goal box. A sportsman corner from Vitus. Like to see that. Boys Do Cry looking for that one tiny breakaway. 22. And his fast feet aren't quick enough.
Nice play there, kicking it back to the keeper and let him rebound it out.
Comes a little lob over the middle for 22 and a header.
Ooh.
Just off the top of the crossbar. Good opportunity towards the end. Ref letting us know we got about 2 minutes left here of game time. Vitus getting set up for the victory bomb run, we'll call it here. So there's a nice little shake away, but great defense from Vitus once again. And here comes 69 down the right-hand side, trying to break that down and getting
that's
the
a
absolute
frustration.
shoulder into the man. Oh man, that is trying to not make it 7-1, I believe, with the last minute or so.
Surprised to get really chippy there. I mean, he took that in stride.
Yes. I would have been not so nice about that one.
Yeah, I at this point in the game, I would have been too. I mean, it is. I get it.
That's
Look,
why we love it, though.
You're
Why we love
frustrated. You're down. It's a cup game. It's over. There's probably about a minute left in this one, but man, yeah, he leveled him there.
Free kick, header off the crossbar, and almost in, and somehow stays out of the goal. Unbelievable. Vitus still working it. A clean shot from 19 coming, and he decides, yeah, let's test out the old plant system behind the scoreboard.
What reaction from the keeper there? I mean,
Wow.
because at this point in the game, to stay that locked in and go and make an aggressive save like that, just an awesome play.
Somebody's groin hurts out on the field. We'll find out who.
We will interview.
Everyone's, every single one of them, I would say, at this point in time.
It's a lot of running.
69 on Vitus. Definitely wants this cherry on top goal very badly. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's on his feet. Some razzle-dazzle to number 2. Who'll make a charge. And he'll show off the skills. Once again, nice defense from Boys Do Cry. And that is it. Your Contenders Cup champions, Vitus FC, with a 5-1 victory. 5-1 victory over Boys Do Cry, who will be doing some crying in their beers, their whiskey glasses, their scotch glasses, whatever it is. But as we've been saying all night here, Vince Quinn, heads held high on a fantastic season from them.
Yeah, and nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, look, it's a tough game. It's a tough loss. It's a big moment. You feel bad about it. But they were really competitive for a good chunk of this game. And Vitus, I mean, eventually you just got to tip your cap to Vitus. What a phenomenal game by them. I mean, they were excellent, both sides of the ball, creating pressure, responding to pressure, really controlled the game in the second half, never got lazy or sloppy, and just dominated to the end there. I mean, really impressive win.
Yep, really impressive win. Handshakes and shirts are coming off. And the Blue Star FC looks like it's already making its way to the bench, getting ready for the Primera Division. And the, help me out there again, Vince Quinn.
Palangi Cup Finals, my friend. The Palangi Cup Finals. So we'll be switching over to that in just a minute.
It is a gorgeous trophy as well. A little bigger, we'll say, than the Contenders Cup.
Yeah, some handshaking going on here. Some congratulating to the refs. There you go. And like, honestly, let me just say this for a minute because it matters. Credit to the refs, right? Like
100%.
To be able to be showing up and running something like this, a really competitive league, you don't have it without referees. So for these guys, whether it's just for tonight, for these two games back-to-back, through the season, all these different divisions, 5-on-5, 7-on-7, 11-on-11, to constantly have people that are willing to volunteer and put out their time to make sure stuff like this runs smoothly. Good for them. It's not an easy job. Even if you do it well, people always yell at you, hate you.
Absolutely.
So good for them, and good on the players to say thanks to the refs for coming and giving them a good night.
Yeah, fantastic job by them. And shout out to Nolan and his reign as Vitus FC president continues with another trophy to put in his castle. I'm sure the league is very happy about that one.
They certainly are, and they're all crowded up here right in front of us, John.
Look at that.
And Nolan's pacing. He's ready for the cup. He's got his eyes locked
there
in on
we go.
it. And I don't blame him. They've been working for this.
We're going to let the sounds take over for them. Congratulations to the Vitus FC.
Congratulations, Vitus FC. You are first winners of the Contender Cup.
All right,
Let's go! You gotta give a proper trophy right.
In what some would call a celebration that would rival the Eagles' Super Bowl victory parade. You're watching in front of you the presentation of the Vitus FC Contenders Cup trophy being handed away.
It's the best trophy ever won, John.
It is.
No, what's the best that you've ever won?
What's the best trophy?
The best trophy you've ever won.
Nothing like this. I would say I was on a soccer team called the Foo-Foos. That is not a joke. And we ended up winning our YMCA division. That's the last biggest trophy I've ever gotten.
There you go.
Like,
so little soccer trophy winner John Barchard calling this game.
That
All right,
right.
you're an award winner. I won an
about
egg
you?
toss in 2004.
What was it?
An egg toss.
An egg toss. An egg toss champion. That's the biggest trophy you've ever won?
It was the most important trophy to me. That's what I'll say. There we go. And a salute from Boys Do Cry.
Yeah, not many trophies. I don't even think Bill Kornfeld, our engineer at home running this broadcast.
Shout out to Bill.
I don't think he's got any trophies. I don't think Taylor Cordatis has any trophies.
Just taking trophies away from our crew. That is ruthless, man. Oh, hey, Bill, you have no trophies at home. I hope you enjoy your
You're
trophyless
worthless.
house. He's going to shut down the broadcast. Taylor's going to turn off the camera, and it's just going to be audio for the next hour and a half here as we do the Palangi Cup final.
Wow. Oh, Taylor Cordatis saying that he was a brown belt.
And a high five. Thank you. Hey, good
game, guys. Great game. That was we'll get a name of that number. That was Fancy Feet number 69 over at Vitus FC.
And an update real quick from Bill Kornfeld, our producer, who has decided to chime in and let us know that he has a hole-in-one trophy, which I don't know the full extent of what that means, but congratulations to Bill. And again, congratulations to Vitus FC as they're celebrating, hand bumping, talking about moments from the game, and all taking pictures with the cup. The gram is going to be loaded tonight, John. The gram is really going to be feeling it. There's going to be all sorts of pictures, trophies going around because we got 2 tonight, and then we've got another on Sunday, which is why, again, when you think about tonight's matchup as we start to get ready for tonight's game here, you got the Rose Tree Gunners FC, and Blue Stars FC. For Rose Tree Gunners, John, 2 trophies on the line for them this week. So this is the first one. This is the Palangi Cup final, which was open to everybody in CASA, knockout-style tournament. They found their way here. On Sunday, they'll be playing South House FC, who they beat to get to this game. They'll be playing South House FC for the Kelly Cup at Subaru Park. So a lot of fun things going on here for the Rose Tree Gunners. And we'll see what they can get going on tonight as they take on Blue Stars. Blue Stars, by the way, both these teams Premier Division, so top division here at CASA. And Blue Stars 4-4-3 record on the season. See how they can keep it going tonight.
We'll have Kamish was just telling me we're going to have a couple of minutes here in between matches. And we're actually going to have John Thompson join us for this one because he knows both teams so well and can give us some insights there.
Great.
So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to take a 2-minute break, get you ready for Rose Tree Gunners FC versus Blue Stars FC, guzzle down some waters ourselves, and be ready for game number 2 here in just a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back as we are getting set here for the second match of the evening. As Rose Tree Gunners FC is going to take on Blue Stars FC. Lining up for the inaugural face punch, right? That's what they do here.
Yeah, everybody punches each other in the face one by one. You go down the line. It's very high-spirited. It's very friendly.
Fantastic.
No watches or Fitbits.
No watches or Fitbits.
Well, we'll have to get some feedback on that later of why no watches or Fitbits. I am curious about that. I don't know if it's an injury thing.
Analytics, of course.
And it's Houston Astros, John. You can't send in signals like that during the game. That's all.
All right, who wins the uniform battle up front here, Vince Quinn?
Ooh,
are you going Rose Tree or are you going Blue Stars?
Nifty 50s is on the back of Rose Tree. And so
Very
as a Nifty 50 guys,
yeah.
I tend to lean that way. I do like the staggered, it's a nice looking uniform, the staggering of the red down to the black. I do dig that. It's a pretty modern look. Blue Stars, pretty simple and classic. I want to get a closer look at what's on the front of their uniform.
Yeah,
I don't know what they got going on there. A lot of sponsors though with all these teams as well.
I'm gonna give the nod to Rose Tree as of now, just because I think the goalie gear, is the last thing that wins it for me.
And nice swaggy red gloves. You love to see that. That is one of the best things about being a keeper is you can dress yourself up a little bit. You can have a little more swag in the outfit.
And man, I think we got a goalie size difference of 7 foot versus 5 foot.
Wow,
or at least from my vantage point. So.
Yeah, Rose Tree Gunners goalie is huge.
Love in this. And we're off, ladies and gentlemen, as the first minute is underway. Rose Tree. I think we got a nice multicolored ball here too, Vince Quinn.
Ooh, I love it. You got to bring it out for the cup games, John. You got to get swaggy in the cup games with a nice, colorful ball.
Rose Tree wasting no time on the opening here. Yep, you can tell right away, just within the first few minutes, that this is a little bit more high level, as we said. A lot of D1, D3 up here. Former, that is, not current. But if they are current, hit us up for some NIL deals. Jeez. Let's get on it.
Yeah, you got to get paid. Well, I guess Nifty 50s if you're on Rose Tree. You do have that money coming through. I would get paid in milkshakes. I'm just saying.
Are they that good?
Have you never had a Nifty 50s milkshake? You're out of your
50s.
mind.
Yeah.
Please.
As Blue Star having an opening here right away as we're talking too much about food. Some nice back and forth here early. Blue Stars with the throw in. And a so-so attempt as it goes into the side of the net here.
Crowd a lot more vocal in this one, John, already.
Yes.
We are really hearing it. Plenty of people sitting here at Rhodes Field, here at the University of Penn. Very lively.
Getting the mix in here now as they're going to try the left-hand side. Back to the middle. A lot of movement. This is man, a lot different pace too than what we saw on the last one, which is great to see.
And this is the fun part of the game, too. I always enjoy this part because it's the feeling out of each other, right? It's, okay, what are your tactics going into this one? And is the other team ready for it? It's occasionally you get that quick punch that somebody doesn't expect, and it changes the whole dynamic of a game. So we'll see how it rides here. So far, definitely the pace has been phenomenal. Going to be a great night.
And just as promised, doing a phenomenal job on the sideline reporting. Now stepping into the commentator's booth and knows, well, quite a lot about these two teams. Mr. John Thompson. John, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Let's try
unmute
that
you
again.
there.
I'm sorry, buddy.
There we go.
Not much. It's actually Truman, but I'll forgive you. This
Truman.
one.
I'm sorry.
You're
My
fine.
bad.
Absolutely fine.
JT, nonetheless.
I think what we're seeing early is Rose Tree doing exactly what they did against us midweek, which is possess the ball. They want to keep control of possession, and what Blue Stars are really doing is they're going to work for the counter. They're going to look for that ball over the top. You see, they've got some speed out wide, and they're really they're not worried about possession here. They just want to get after the outside backs and run at them and take some shots. So
just like you saw right there.
And you hear that reference, folks, from John talking about how they played Rose Tree. So John with South House FC, we're going to be seeing you on Sunday over at the Kelly Cup at Subaru Park. John South House FC will be playing Rose Tree Gunners then, and played them in the semifinals for this cup game here, Palangi Cup.
Yeah, I'd argue we're heavy underdogs going into that. We're 0-2 against Rose Tree on the season, but we're definitely looking for a little vengeance. They took it to us a bit the last 2 times we played them, and actually they beat us with about 20 seconds left for the semifinals.
Oh, man.
So, still, if you can't tell from the tone of my voice, I'm not quite over it.
Yes.
John rooting for Blue Stars tonight.
Well, who do we have to look out here on Rose Tree? Because, we've been hearing they do have a lot of heavy hitters on here. Who's tough to handle here, John?
So I think what you're going to see is number 3, Chris Savino. He kind of sits in that little pocket there. And number 25 at the 10, his name's Omar Sila. He also plays for Junior Lone Star. He's really shifty, and both those guys don't really like the ball at their feet, but they can pick out a pass, and when they receive the ball, they already know what's going next. So you're going to see these guys with the quick turns, and they're going to look to spray it wide. I don't actually know the name of number 2, but he gave us problems all game because we had to pinch in a little bit, and every time they got the ball to Savino, he was looking wide to them, and he's got a ton of pace.
And you aren't lying, as Rose Tree now with the crosser in the middle of the box. And just getting a nice little chance there. And so you know a lot about Rose Tree, John.
Yeah, I've done a lot of analyzing of their game.
What do we know about the other side with the Blue Stars? And this is an interesting one to me. They had no single dominant goal scorer. It's kind of spread out everywhere. The highest one that they have is 3. What kind of team is Blue Stars here, John?
They are going to absorb the pressure. They're one of the hardest working teams we ever played against. But what they will give you is a ton of pace on the wing. You're going to see them kind of get packed in there. This was their first season in Premier, actually, and they did a really good job of frustrating teams. In fact, when we played them, we didn't know about their width, and they were up 2-0 before you knew it in halftime. As a team, we kind of sat and we said, hey, let's spot their wings 10 yards, and if you don't do that, they're going to cause you all kinds of problems.
And so take us behind the curtain a little bit. I mean, you go into big matchups like this. A lot of these teams, it seems to be there's a lot of continuity, players that have been together 4, 5, 6 years, things longer than that. What kind of scouting goes into a game like this where you have a cup final going on?
So I think you're seeing, the product of both these teams recruiting. I think they did a lot of efforts via Instagram, word of mouth. A lot of these guys bringing their buddies. I'm a little bit older these days. I'm 28, so I've been in the league now.
Oh, you can it's 28. Maybe in league years that's old, I guess.
By Rose Tree standards, that's grandpa status. But what I did really when I took over the team was I found 6 or 7 core guys that I could rely on. They all had college backgrounds. They all had buddies that were still in college. From there, we started just recruiting and hitting up guys saying, hey, we've got this pretty cool opportunity to play in a Union Stadium, for example, at the end of the season if we get there. But to do that, we need to be consistent. We need to play together for a couple of years, learn how we play. And I think, we've been consistently knocking on the door. We've been to the final a couple times. We've won a couple ourselves. But it's about kind of year in, year out. People move. People have lives. Soccer, while it's our priority on Saturday morning, it's not always our priority in life. So it's all about, preparing for the future. And if you lose a couple guys, you got to be ready to pick up a couple guys. And that's one thing I'll say about Dean with Rose Tree is he had 52 guys on this cup roster so that no matter who he had on a midweek, he was going to be able to bring out 11 quality players. And that's what we're seeing here tonight.
And you are not lying, as the pace has been unbelievably great. Another outlet. Left-hand side of the pitch now. And John, what are some of these setups that we are seeing? Is this anything different? Is this pretty normal in the first parts of a match here?
From Rose Tree's perspective, I do see them resting a couple guys. I wonder if they've got Sunday in the back of their mind. You're seeing probably 4 or 5 of, the guys that you see week in, week out. And then the rest of the guys, I think they're still quality, but he's cycling these guys in with, there we go.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Speaking
my
of quality,
goodness.
there it is. Unbelievable. It wasn't, I think it might have cost someone a headache or frustration down there in net. But, man, that was, what'd you see there, Vince Quinn?
Yeah, it's a header. It's a big lofting header that happens to just find its way in. I mean, just a completely wild shot. And you can see it from Blue Stars. I mean, they're stunned that one went in, and it hurts. But also to John's point here, I mean, think about this for Rose Tree. Because if you're not starting a lot of your traditional guys and you're waiting until Sunday to really unload the deck, if you will, to get that early goal, I mean, what a benefit. What a benefit.
So Blue Star now trying to capitalize on this as the goalkeeper's out. Fancy feet, nothing doing. But, man, what an effort by 19. Who do you know who that is, John?
I don't know. I actually don't. Dean typically hands out the jerseys at the start of the game, so I don't know if they even have assigned numbers. So I'll have to take another look, and if I recognize them, I'll let you know.
It's kind of fun. Is that gamesmanship then? Or because I know some of the teams, they got their names on the back, and they like to keep that consistent. But I don't know if it matters too much. But
I think Dean's just like me, and he's on laundry duty, and he doesn't have time to label the jerseys.
Respect that. I got a full hamper at home.
Yeah, I've got a full basement. I don't know how many hampers that's going to take. But
you also have kids.
That's true. All right, another rush up on the right-hand side. Coming from Rose Tree, and a shot just over the crossbar. Man, looks like good width, good speed on both sides here.
Really strong take there, John. I mean, he ripped that from a distance and really close.
Blue Stars with the nice crosser over to the right-hand side. Got some space. Not a lot of help. Ooh, and a bicycle attempt that just falls short. The ding we like to hear, but just in the wrong spot.
Yeah, trying to make something happen. Tough angle there. By the way, for all of you watching Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, wherever you might be, CASA's back with the women's and non-binary divisions. They've got 2 of them now, by the way. So it has been growing. Works with a variety of skill levels. If you're looking to be at the top of your game, compete at a high level, you're looking to just get back into it, maybe you consider yourself someone a little more recreational, well, you've come to the right place. It's a 7-on-7 league, and it starts on July 7th. So if you want to sign up for that, we got a QR code right there in the top right-hand corner. You can give that a scan, check it out, sign up. We'll leave it up there on the screen because you might be like, hey, I want to do that. And the phone's deep in your pocket. And then you're like, where did oh, no, it's in the kitchen. So we'll leave it for 30 seconds. You can go and check that out. Again, women's 7-on-7 and non-binary as well.
Let's control this game. Slow the tempo.
So you can hear Aaron over at Blue Stars, manager, trying to get them to play their own game here.
Yeah, I heard him yelling, slow the tempo.
Nice action in the middle. So Rhodes has done a nice job just kind of setting this thing up. Oh boy. A shot to the back of the neck and looking for a call there. Don't really blame the bench for the uproar.
Mike, as a ref, often likes to make these big calls, so I'm surprised he didn't think of making that call yet. He didn't even put the whistle to his mouth.
Interesting there. You, in your opinion, definitely a foul?
I don't think it was a foul, but I've seen Mike call him before, so I'm just a little surprised that there was no conversation.
Ball off the chest there from the keeper of Blue Stars. Close shot.
Sure, that'll be nice and yellow and purple in the morning. Blue Stars looking for the outlet.
Find the shade, Blue. Find the shade. Drop in, Pat. Drop in, Pat. Squeeze lower. Hanger, watch that hanger.
And Johnny, here's to the Blue Stars manager saying squeeze and all these other different things. What does that mean when it comes to us? What are we doing when we're squeezing?
When he says squeeze, he's aware that Savino, their number 9 in the midfield, is having too much time on the ball. So what he wants his wingers to do is tuck in and basically give up the width in order to try and put some pressure on Savino because he's got far too much time on the ball right now.
That makes a lot of sense. Nice defense again by Blue Star. Just nothing there.
And I would be remiss to not mention the name Brian Palangi when we talk about this cup. He was on the rival team I used to, I played against called Misconduct. One of the toughest defenders we ever played against. He was lost last year in a tragic boating accident off the Delaware. So, he lived and breathed for CASA. It's just important that, we remember exactly what this cup is about.
It's great that you guys are honoring him tonight. As Vince Quinn almost gets a souvenir ball.
I'm waiting for one. If it comes in this booth, I'm taking it home. I'm just going to run. So they better be prepared.
Pretty sure you have a lot of people chasing you down in the parking lot.
They will catch me too. That's the problem. I will be caught.
I would just head down to Joe Cimino's side of the pitch.
Is that right?
Okay. Yeah, you'll probably get away there.
The defender?
No, the ref right to our right.
The ref. Okay. Yeah, that would help.
He just did a long game as the center official, so he's been running around. He's got some tired legs.
I'm already starting off Sunday with a yellow card.
By the way, we'll get to some nicknames in this game, John. We have
yes.
Johns, I should say.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of great nicknames in this one.
Let's hear them.
Let's get to give it a second here. All right. Yeah, let's get a Blue Star then. It's because Blue Star in particular has a bunch. It's a foul there.
Are any of them Cheetah?
It's not, but actually, now that you mention it, Preston Gray of Blue Star goes by the Flash.
By the Flash.
So there you go.
Is that an accurate nickname?
You know what? Again, I couldn't put a face to the name Preston, but there are a lot of fast kids on Blue Star, so
seems like it checks out then.
Yeah,
the story checks out.
And we were talking to Aaron, the manager of Blue Star earlier, and he was saying that, because he put in, he's like, yeah, they call me the Flash because I'm so slow. But then I was like, wait, really? So is he like a really big guy? He was like, no, he's actually incredibly fast. So I was confused, but he is the Flash.
Yeah, track speed is what we've been told here.
That might be him right there. He's really moving, 19. Give you one other Blue Star nickname for now.
Oh, yes.
Got a couple up my sleeve. Let's go to Hosma Dabor, who goes by Aesthetic. And this is great because he says he goes by aesthetic because he's like the perfect blend of strength and speed, and everybody on his team knows it. That's basically how he described it. And Aaron also telling us that aesthetic loves those shirtless Instagram pics.
That's right.
Shout out to him. You got to milk it.
I had a bet on the game that he would, if he does score, he's taking that off for the gram. But then Aaron was very adamant that that's not his style. It's just, maybe he's a model in his part time. I have no idea.
He likes to talk. He doesn't show, John. Not in person.
I'm betting it's that right back there that just dropped that kid.
Okay. So until further notice, the flash with a nice, we call that a tackle, John?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if I hit somebody like that, I'd be yelling weight room. So my guess is he's aesthetic.
Now, John, at this part, because this is something we've kind of seen all night, I mean, is a lot of the strategy just basically we're setting up one leg and we're trying to break it open on every possession that you have here?
Yeah, so I think what you're seeing is Rhodes trying to get these Blue Star guys to step early in order they can pick apart a pass. On the flip side, what you're seeing from Blue Star is they're sitting a little deeper because they don't want to see that ball go over the top, but at the same time, they're looking for that quick release wide.
We saw in the game earlier a lot of counterattacking. I mean, the Vitus' counterattack last game was just devastating, and it led to a 5-1 victory for them.
So I think as the game wears on, you're going to see more of that here too. A lot of the guys on Rose Tree are current college players, if not just recent graduates, so they're relatively fit. But again, it's men's league. At some point, you stop training twice a week or twice a day, 7 days a week, and inevitably this is a big pitch. So 60, 70 minutes, I think we're going to be seeing a lot more long balls and less of the tiki-taka that we're seeing right now.
And for what it's worth, we've never trained twice a day, 7 days a week. It has not happened on these bodies.
I told my coach I did, but I never did.
Yeah. That's 2 days doing football, pretty much the same thing. A nice little scrum here. It keeps happening midfield.
Actually, I think 3 or 4 of these players on Rose Tree actually played at Penn, so they'll feel right at home on
Oh,
this
there
pitch.
you go. Cheaters. See, it's another reason why I do not like them, right? They're just...
I've been saying it for months. This one's an inside job.
Ooh, nice move from Rose Tree attacker there. Looking for that door, still can't find it. Blue Star now with a clear. Ooh, and some contacts. Here comes some speed from 1-0. Trying to get around it, trying to find the breakaway, and right on goal. But, man, great opportunity there. John, what did you see on that play?
Well, I saw a defender get his foot stuck in there right at the last minute on the shot, which, if you're going to beat that kid, he's about 6'8". You're going to have to try a little bit better than that and get a little bit more on it because it's, putting it anywhere within 3 feet of him, you don't have a prayer.
And how much does that matter, the body size of the goalkeeper?
I mean, it helps immensely. But I will say this, if you don't have the reflexes, it doesn't matter. But I know he had a successful career, I believe, at Arcadia. So
there you go. Is Arcadia a big soccer school?
It's a D3 program, and I believe he was completely dominant. So.
Well, that would should have been playing D2. Sounds like there as another chance for a breakaway from 10 here, trying to capitalize on what was left back from there. Shot deflected, kept in. Blue Star with the easy doesn't go. There it is. I wasn't sure if they wanted to put it in there or not, but Blue Star with the answer, as this one is going to be tied up at 1-1. What a interesting sequence of goals here we've had, gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, there's usually razzle dazzle. That was sort of cobbling it together as you went, and there was enough things in the drunk drawer there to push it through, and it just dribbled in there. What a fascinating goal that was.
Rather be lucky than good is right one of those scenarios. There you go.
Yeah, from time to time, and that's a big one there to equalize it. We got a 1-1 game.
So that should make you feel happy, John. There you go. Let's rub it into the old.
There are no league fines, so I'm ecstatic to see that.
I think you guys should keep it that way. Makes it way more entertaining.
And tough timing for Steven Austino in the chat here on Facebook,
boy.
who said Rose Tree's going for the double this season, meaning 2 cups for tonight and Sunday. And then immediately after, darn from Steven. So
Gotta love the comment, Jinx.
he's feeling it right now. Our hearts go out to you, Steven.
I need him to comment that they're going to beat South House on Sunday.
South House in the chat. Feel free to represent.
Yeah. South House, another tough squad there for you, John.
That's his squad.
Oh,
That's
that's
my
your squad.
squad,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know
trying
your
to
last name. I don't know your squad. You might as well just throw me off the broadcast. Good Lord.
I'm trying to get this man to jinx Rose Tree, that's all.
Blue Star trying to keep it on here.
The league actually asked me to help with commentary possibly on Sunday, too, but I said,
Oh,
let's hold your horses on that.
You got a game to manage.
We can get you mic'd up on the field. I think that'd be great. Speed coming down the left side of the pitch. Yeah, it's 2 Blue Star defenders trying to wrangle that down. They do a little bit. Shot deflected it in with the header on the way back. Still kept with it in the tackle saying, yes, sir, cheater, cheater. We're still going this way. Rose Tree, just, man, very impressive. Very impressive squad so far. I know I'm not supposed to say that, but man.
Well, this isn't the same 11 we're going to see Sunday, so you can say what you want about
Okay,
these
great.
guys.
But the other 11, well, you guys. So a free kick coming up for Rose Tree here. Decent wall from the Blue Star crew. As that's going to go deep. That might have been good from 66.
And that's Aiden Watkins who took that free kick, who actually smashed one top corner against us when they played last. So he will have expected to do much better on that one.
He's got the leg to show it there, too.
Substitution going on right now.
Number 6 coming in for Blue Star. Outlet pass, stolen back. Rose Tree now counterattacking. Some fancy feet. Some physical shoulders and elbows. Hoo-hoo-hoo. It's a ref telling Blue Star midfielder, I believe midfielder.
Mike is Italian, so you're going to see a lot of hand gestures.
That's my people.
Get back, get back. Active.
That's a great
and
turn.
moving. Wow. That was a great play.
Got an injury from Rose Tree.
Leave a little bit of a bum ankle shake off in the backfield.
Yeah, trying to test it out. Let's see. He's got a little burst there.
He was
up.
cat and mouse there. I'm hurt. No, I'm not. Classic. Blue Star looking to reset, try and find a lane here. They'll go left side. Stop and go. Rose Tree looking to, control the midfield battle here now. Can't do it. Blue Tree looking for the outlet, trying to split the defense in the middle. They don't get that. They do get some control. Outlet to the left-hand side. And that is going to end that rush for the Blue Stars.
Bit of a YOLO feel on that bomb.
Yeah.
And they made something out of it.
If you don't buy a ticket, you never win the raffle.
That's right.
See? Now, John, set up with the goal kick. Is that typically right there in the middle most of the time? Is there any really variance going in between, or are you just honestly looking for the open lane every time?
As long as it's along that line, you do have the ability to pick it up and move it to the other side. But typically, especially men's league, you just put it down and pray that you get it in the air. We've had a couple games where we've had to switch up who takes them because they've been flubbing a couple, so it's not uncommon.
Getting towards the 30-minute mark here.
1-1. Been plenty of action back and forth.
Miscommunication there.
Put the pressure on.
Blue Stars now handing this back and forth. The tackle, that's a no-no. Rose Tree now. Going to stick to the left-hand side.
Swing it flat. No foul.
Blue Star maintaining possession here. A lot of great battles in, check that. Rose Tree maintaining possession here. But just for a short while, as now here comes the big bomb.
Well done.
Vince, this is where Blue Stars kind of like to live all night here, too. Love to go from left to right.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Have a lot of methodical moments, trying to make something happen there in the midfield. And been hearing a lot going into this game. Heard a lot about Hunter Dyson, a midfielder for the Blue Stars, and the way that he can really drive play for them.
Next one.
Blue Star at midfield, looking to set up.
Nice work by the keeper there.
Yeah, that was
Putting in
fantastic.
some moves. Little high wire situation.
Here comes the classic Rose Tree line change.
What's that look like, John?
They sub 3 or 4 guys on, get some fresh legs, and pick up where they left off.
5, 18, and 14 all waiting in the wings for that. For Rose Tree. One coming on from Blue Star. Mix in the middle. Little tackle. And there's the card. A yellow for Blue Star. I believe that was that the same guy that he was telling to back off earlier?
Yeah, I didn't catch the number when he yelled at him the first time, but it doesn't help. Doesn't help.
Does not help. The hand gestures, you weren't kidding, John. They were there right away.
Very aggressive.
Two others joining Blue Star now, so it looks like it's going to be sub three from both sides. Big open shot in the middle. Not a lot of power behind it. Pretty easy for the keeper. Blue Star gathered itself back up at midfield. What do you think, John? Push-ups just before you're about to go on, good thing or bad thing?
I mean, I'll ask him a full time because these are the types of things I take notes before post-match interviews. I know nothing tactical, but I see something like that and I have to ask the question.
Blue Star having
Dangerous.
some trouble. Vince Quinn is absolutely correct. Here comes the danger in the shot just to the left of the goal. Pressure's on. Here comes the substitutes as well. The classic Rose Tree substitution, as John said.
Yeah, and you'll see that for the next every 15 minutes now from here on out. They love to keep that midfield fresh because, as you can see, they want to keep the ball, and as a result, they have to keep rotating the line because this field is huge tonight.
By the way, they're going to be doing those same kind of rotations on Sunday. And if you haven't joined us yet, CASA Soccer is going to be out at Subaru Park on Sunday. Union taking on NYC FC. And what you're going to have for that game is we're going to have a couple of matches at the training fields. Everybody's going to be hanging out around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. People will be coming through. And then we'll be watching the game. And then, of course, we'll be broadcasting the Kelly Cup. So CASA's Kelly Cup live from Subaru Park. And that's going to be coming up on Sunday the 26th.
Can't wait for that.
Tickets still available, by the way.
Nothing like a primetime match in Chester on a Sunday night.
With you holding the trophy, obviously.
And at that point, it is definitely primetime.
Now, do you drink out of the cup? Is that tradition?
So they actually replaced the trophy a couple years ago. The last time I drank out of the old trophy, I thought I had tetanus afterwards. So I'm glad to see it got replaced, and hopefully I get to see if it's better than the last sip of beer I had out of a trophy.
Which was?
It was a Natural Light.
Oh, woof.
Woof. That is not the champion
That's
of
what
beers.
you drink when you lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that should be in the CASA handbook or mandated or get the rules. Yeah, if you lose the championship game, natty ice in the locker room afterwards.
Yeah, we were up until 4 or 5 in the morning because it was our first Kelly Cup drinking Natural Lights. So, in fact, my buddy went to take an Uber home and we opened the door and we could hear the birds singing. So,
Gotta love those nights.
oh, yeah.
Those are the best.
Those are a lot of fun.
Not sure we can do it on a Sunday night. But
Call out sick.
Where there's a will, there's a way. As after the first quick action there, the beginning of this half, 2 goals tied up at 1. A lot of back and forth, a lot of shoulders being shoved in between. Rose Tree with a cross and a shot, but right at the goalkeeper.
Nice footwork, nice
Great
vision,
footwork.
just good control. It's nice to see these guys. I mean, consistently getting shots off in quality situations. Very entertaining game.
Very, very entertaining game so far. Man.
Yeah,
15,
you
just
got to get
all
rid
over
of that
him.
one.
Just all over him, all over. And now I understand why John hates Rose Tree so much. That was an incredible play, and now trying to get any type of scoring chance off of that.
they're just at you all day.
Ugh, brutal.
Yeah, they've been pressuring a large part of the field. They have not been sitting back. It's been a very aggressive game.
What they lack is a killer up front, in my opinion. They had a Blake Fink from his conduct, a good buddy of mine, a guy who's consistently 10-plus goals a season. I think you'd have seen 1 or 2 more goals from them by now. There's a lot of possession in the right areas of the pitch, but they're not getting it across the goal line.
Oof, Rose Tree getting taken down. This is starting to get more and more physical as the first half carries on.
Around the 37th minute here, folks.
And Blue Star trying to look for that outlet, 10-7, trying to communicate. Had an open lane. Tried to find the outlet, little short on the pass.
By the way, question on Facebook, wondering who won the Contenders Cup earlier. That would be Vitus. Vitus, excuse me. Vitus,
yes.
Yes, Vitus FC. 5-1 over Boys Do Cry.
Very dominant game from Vitus, especially in the second half.
But not a bad showing from the Division 6 side.
Not at all.
That being said, I think what we saw was a gulf in class towards the end, but overall, I think, hats off to the team in the 6th division for really putting up a good fight, and they hung in there as long as they could.
And that's what it's all about, right? I mean, that's the beauty of having all these new knockout tournaments that have been getting rolled out over the last couple of years. You get the opportunities for a team like that to really go make a run and have a chance at some hardware.
It's the beauty of the cup.
Blue Stars FC now with probably one of their biggest opportunities that we've seen in the first half. Down on this side. And just like that, pretty much erased. Good defense coming in from Rose Tree. 2 subs coming in now, 22-15 for Rose Tree. There's those fresh legs John was talking about earlier. I think that was under the 15-minute mark, so they might be actually doing short shuttle shifts in 10 minutes here.
Dean's doing like a little shuffle back and forth, so I think he's starting to get a little nervous.
Uh-oh.
He's the team manager to the right there.
A little tension on the sideline.
A little on edge.
See how they handle that.
Blue Star now with a rush and a shot and a goal!
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable from about, what was that, 25 feet out. The bench is erupting, and they should be. It is 2-1 Blue Stars, and John must be happier than a pig in shit that they are down 2-1.
Unbelievable strike. That was a rocket ship.
Woo! Unreal. I don't know the freight train that shot that, but an unbelievable goal from Blue Stars FC.
That is a
high-quality shot right there.
That was from Noah Blodgett, who was actually a former Vitus player, fun fact. So he must have seen his old boys do what they did earlier tonight and be thinking, I can do this too.
He certainly can.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
My goodness. So 2-1 Blue Stars, and just as you were saying, a little nervousness going on the right side to us from that bench, and it's 2-1 just like that. I love this sport, man. How the heck is this not more popular?
See, it's fun. It's a fun game, man. I got to get you into FIFA. But once you play FIFA, you'll be an absolute addict.
See, I feel like when people say that is when someone suggests Madden to get into football, and I just don't think that's true. Is that true?
Don't touch FIFA.
That's what I thought.
It'll break your heart.
Vince Quinn's trying to lie to me over here.
It'll break your heart is what he said. He didn't say it's a bad game.
No, it's a great game.
Actually, it pisses me off all the time, but I love it too.
I've deleted and reinstalled it so many times.
Been there.
And I'm 28 years old doing that.
More frustrating, this Rose Tree team or playing FIFA?
Probably playing against Rose Tree.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought too.
Although they're down right now.
And trying to erase that 2-1 deficit with a shot and a nice deflection from the goalkeepers. Had a fantastic night on this end so far. Blue Stars FC bench is fired up. Momentum swinging here. Probably about 5 to 6 minutes here left in this first half. As we're nearing the 42nd minute mark, excuse me. In a big corner coming from Rose Tree. Trying to get a header. It's still dangling around in the goal box and pushed away. Blue Stars survives again.
Got to be honest, that guy slid real close to the post.
And what is that? That's Bad News Bears, right?
Yeah, I got a kid at home. I'm not sliding in any post.
To do the splits too. Yeah, I know we're heading there.
No splits for me.
John, how many times have you played at Penn Soccer Field? Any?
Are you rubbing it in?
No.
0.
Zero for me as well, so I have nothing to rub in on.
In my defense, this is the first time this final has been here. So
Okay, good to know.
So give me a couple more years before I retire. Maybe I'll get one here.
All right.
I
like it.
And if you'd like a screwdriver into the heart, we can supply that. We do bring those.
Who's feeding you these details?
It's Rose Tree. We've got Rose Tree in one ear and you in the other.
You got Dean in your DMs, just like all the other local players.
Ball wandered way out of bounds on that one. Corralling it back in.
Blue Stars throws it up towards our side. It trickles on over to the middle of the field. Looking for some hands, some calls. I hear play on. But that's not going to happen as Rose Tree getting the call here.
Yeah, no sliding like that in this league, John.
Now we all have work tomorrow.
No sliding between the pipes.
And no slide tackling in general.
And no slide tackling.
That's often how you can pick out the guests in this league, because I'll play in other leagues where you're allowed to slide, and then you slide and you're like, yeah, you're not really on the roster.
That's why they do the ID check, right? There you go.
If they do them, who knows? And this is Watkins over the kick again, who again can hit them pretty well normally.
There's the shot.
Yep.
And almost like a knuckleball there.
Much better that time.
Natty Light cans falling all around the set.
Look at that. Victoria sneaking things in here. Look at.
I'm flagged.
Yeah, Rosewood with the best pressure of the half so far, but it hasn't mattered on the scoreboard yet.
Just been electric flashes from Blue Star at times. I mean, they get these moments where they've got some momentum down the field and they can just fly.
Yeah, their front three are absolutely rapid. They are a tough unit to break down when they're on the fly.
And I think we got another yellow out there. My eyes didn't deceive me.
The referee, Mike DeFelice, is in the mood tonight.
When is he in the mood?
He's always in the mood to hand out a yellow.
Good. Rose Tree with a chance and a shot and almost after the deflection. But we're going to get a mini bicycle out of that in there, but they're going to rush and try and get this corner off.
Blue Stars are throwing everything at these crosses.
And when you say everything,
head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Let's see if we see some more of that right now. Opposite side post. Rose Tree doesn't have it.
Oh.
Looking for the counter. Are we going to get the time? Oh,
no.
man. They blow the whistle.
Mike's had a howler. Mike's had a howler.
Oh, they think they scored a goal, and Mike said that was time. So that was it on the rush. I've never seen that before. Are you allowed to do that in soccer?
Yes.
You're allowed to just blow the whistle on my man's breakaway?
The ref rules the pitch with an iron fist. If he decides it's time, it's time.
And you're getting a little conversation about that right now.
Yep.
Handing out yellows early, blowing whistles too early. At least by some opinion on the pitch.
Yeah, some of those fans on the sideline might hop the fence too. I mean, that was some real excitement there. It broke away. He shot it out of frustration because he knew he didn't have it, and they celebrated like it counted.
And they're still going at it. This is the content we're here for.
And it is, though, really. I mean, this is what I'm here for. It's great to be here for a cup game environment, and you see the quality of the play is so great. You talk about like getting the background from your side of how you build and grow over the years and the level of commitment that everyone has. And to be in a moment like this where people are fired up about calls like that, 100% what I want to see. I mean, this is
absolutely. You're seeing what it means to the boys at this point.
It's right.
So we'll go into halftime 2-1 as the Blue Stars FC have just been able to capitalize on a great night here in Philadelphia at Rhodes Stadium here at Penn.
Got really lucky on this one, by the way. I mean, there was a chance that this was going to get postponed.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at the weather reports. It's 30%. It's 40%. It's 50%. We're like, oh, boy. But luckily, they made the call to let this play on. I haven't felt a drop of rain since this thing started. So,
and we're under a tarp, so that helps too.
That does help too.
Also helps. Now, John, you're saying you're starting to be the old man in the sport and in the league and all that, but do you remember your first CASA experience? Like, what was the most memorable thing when you first joined and be like, yeah, this is for me?
Yeah, I had no idea what I was really signing up for. I mean, I think I took a heavy touch, and one of the guys, at the time it felt like a tryout, absolutely gave me words. And at that point, I was like, okay, welcome to men's league. From here on out, I had to change my attitude a little bit.
Was it a little more lax in the other soccer leagues that you kind of joined in?
Yeah, this was by far, at least on the team I played for today, as I did back then, this is the most, intense league. I mean, I play with another team called Inter New Jersey in the EPSL, and that league also gets as intense. But I will say that between those two leagues, I mean, I'm no world beater, but it gets very competitive, and we like to think it's that important. So,
what's the best part about all that stuff is just in the similar experiences here too, because I don't want to rub it in Vince Quinn's face, but there are two ex-athletes standing up to the right of him here.
Please,
that CASA has that feel and that vibe, and it does seem like all the different softball leagues I was a part of, trying to find that luster of my right 90-mile-an-hour fastball somewhat. You just want to feel that again. CASA has that kind of competitive edge, and then if you don't feel like hitting 90-mile-an-hour fastballs, that's why they have all these different divisions and all that different stuff, and just using my language for all that. But these guys here, just as John was saying, are all in college, just out of college, and there's some old men leagues that are 28, 29 just for him.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to sign up for those ones myself.
Yeah, as someone in my 30s, you make me sick. I just want to say,
as someone who's almost 40, I hate both of you. How about that?
You have yet to see me run up and down the pitch. You can make the comments Sunday about me.
All right, he gave us permission. You heard that.
We are going to trash talk John on Sunday. That is noted. Stick around for that broadcast, folks.
And if the Rose Tree Gunner FC crew has anything to say about it, I'm sure they'll be in the comments as well, handing it back to you. So.
Yeah, I think when we play Rose Tree, they target me when I'm on the pitch. They just know to run at me the whole game.
Well, if you wouldn't have written that awful blog post about them,
we all saw it, John.
Okay.
We all saw it. By the way, if you've been enjoying this lovely commentary, we are Bell and the Birdmen, Philadelphia Eagles podcast, former WIP hosts out on our own, hitting the road this year.
That is Vince Quinn talking to you.
Yeah,
I'm John Barchard talking to you solemnly.
We're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff this year. So if, in addition to CASA, you like some Philadelphia Eagles entertainment, you can look us up. Bell and the Birdmen is what we go by. Bell and the Birdmen. Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Tamagotchi, actually. We have a Tamagotchi. We just debuted that. You remember those?
I have no idea what a Tamagotchi is.
Good for you.
Any clue what a Tamagotchi is there, Johnny?
Our cameraman is offended, Taylor.
Tamagotchis, those little pet things?
Yeah, they were like little eggs on a keychain when that was a thing.
Now I'm aging myself with you guys.
There we go. So Tamagotchis for sale, folks. Sign up now. They are not going fast, I will tell you that.
So do you guys do live commentary of the Eagles games, or?
We do. It's a podcast. It's a traveling Eagles group. And it's also, a live stream on Sundays, which is what we love to do.
Your ratings are about to tank. I'm a Dallas Cowboys
fan.
Oh,
my God. I got to leave the booth. I'm so sorry.
That's it for John,
They didn't
folks.
tell us. That's
It's been a pleasure.
See you guys.
Go Rose Tree.
How does a guy from, I think, the northeast of the country, do I detect that correctly?
Yeah. Well, I was born in England, but now I've got this ridiculous Philly accent. So.
That's what I'm hearing. I think I'm hearing Boston, but it's England transferred to the Philly accent. That's what it is.
Amazing.
I love this, John.
Yeah,
Second half underway here.
And John, you've been fired according to Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Who is it?
Mariano's chimed in and said,
Yeah.
"Yeah, John is fired after the Cowboys comment."
Yeah,
So.
that's Mariano Cepeda, a good buddy of mine. He's an outstanding left back for FC South House.
And he's a smart man. You're off the show.
and he just fired me.
Not getting fired anytime sooner. These Blue Star backfielders here.
This kid is absolutely rapid when he gets moving.
Number 10 here?
10, yeah.
Just been impressive all night.
Might be looking at my replacement.
At least you get to see it live. As Blue Star trying to ramp up some of this pressure here.
Oh,
Speaking of which, what a hit and a save and a kick all together. 19 from Blue Star. Man, what a bomb from way downtown.
Rose Tree's normal goalkeeper lets that in.
Is that right?
I heard that first. Well, he's not
Wow.
6'8". I think the height helped there.
Definitely helped there.
That is unbelievable.
Going to drop another nickname in while we're here.
Oh, I love it. What do we got? And
This
which
is-
side?
Rose Tree. This is the greatest nickname ever from Rose Tree. I got to meet this person. Bacon Grease. Somebody told me to go buy Bacon Grease. And other fun fact, Bacon Grease can eat 37 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Oh, let's
is what
see
I've
it.
been told.
Let's see it.
Yeah, that is the
In fact,
halftime show on Sunday.
I'll bet he couldn't do 10. Bet.
Oh yeah, challenges on Bacon Grease.
Can we get some hot dogs in here?
Yeah. Where's the hot dog vendors?
Next year.
Okay, next year. Victoria, any hot dog vendors on I-76 that pass by here? No? Okay, got it.
There's a cart driving
She
by
says
right
she's on
now.
it.
Just flag it down.
It wasn't in the CASA budget for this year.
Rose Tree manager getting frustrated. Doesn't see the support along with the attack being brought up front here. Now, who do you guys think looks more like they should be the EPL manager? Are we going with Aaron from the Blue Stars FC or the manager from the Rose Tree Gunners, who I
Dean,
apologize.
I believe,
Dean,
right?
is it?
I'm going to go with Aaron. I mean, he's got the thick English accent. And the fresh Nikes and the pants to go with it.
Yeah, it's very nice.
The jogger pants really do seal it for me.
How come nobody's in a suit? I got it. No one's in a suit.
Well, maybe they're planning on playing at some point. I don't know.
This is very Jackie Moon, as you said, Vince Quinn. Love this. Love this.
We'll
Player
have a
coach.
conversation. Let's get some suits in here.
Blue Star now looking to
Always.
trying to get organized and almost a big turnover there.
So their left back for Blue Star, Anthony Kahn, has been in the league for a very long time. He's a good friend of mine. And he used to play for South Philly. When South Philly folded, he joined Blue Star in the second division because he didn't want to play first division anymore. But here he is today playing with the best of the best.
Cross to the left-hand side. Ends up being a turnover here as Blue Star is going to try and take advantage of that. Number 10 for Blue Star with the speed and the skills. There's that one ricochet off his head, unfortunately.
If you're just checking in, been a lot of Rose Tree today. I mean, honestly, just thinking about the momentum of this game, Rose Tree's been all over it, but in those few bright spots, Blue Stars just crushed it. And to be able to get, well, one goal was really kind of funky and goofy and weird and deflected. But
And here comes 23 with some full head of steam. Still has his man, looks for the crosser, and he scores! Look at that! Rose Tree Gunners, and somehow I hit the magic music button at the same exact time.
That was
Great.
timed perfectly.
You couldn't even
actually really
imagine
like
that.
that.
I should have just kept that going.
yeah, come on. You gotta let that go, man. That was awesome.
So there you go. It is a breakout for John's favorite CASA Soccer Club in the land. Rose Tree Gunners FC tie it 2-2. Man, this is a hell of a soccer match, and this is why we're playing for a cup, everybody.
I'm feeling very humbled right now.
Well, what'd you make of that play, John? I mean, what'd you see there?
I mean, I think we're seeing, they're Rose Tree are sticking to their game plan. They're keeping the ball. The difference between that was they executed the final ball really well, and the finish was onward. It hasn't been on at all tonight until then.
A little pushing and shoving there.
No one sees it the first time. They both see it the second time.
Their shoelaces got tied together. It's as men's
I haven't
league
seen
as it
that.
gets.
That play brought to you by Chris Angel.
Yeah. Teammates trying to control teammates as the scepter rolls by and scares the hell out of everybody.
I thought you were putting another tune on.
That's at the 90-minute mark. Here's another crosser from, Rose Tree with another shot and a great save from the goalkeeper of Blue Stars, keeping this a 2-2 game.
I think the pressure is starting to tell a little bit. They're going to have to ride the wave a little bit in here and hold on and hope that they can get something on the break.
Blue Star, that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're definitely sitting pinned back a little bit. Their keeper is getting far too many touches with his feet.
Some great footwork here from everybody. There's another foul here from the Rose Tree Gunners. Some life now for them, but they just can't fit it through that sea of red. Counterattack coming from Rose Tree, but not quick enough. Blue Star trying to bomb it into the middle, nothing doing. All 6'8" of their goalkeeper. My goodness, it just can't not see that man. Gonna try and split it. Got past one, not the other. Rose Tree still in control for the time being. Rose Tree now racing down right side of the pitch, looking for the crosser in the middle. Blue Star able to pick that off. But man, they're on you all night, just like you said, John. This is.
Yep.
I would hate to play against these guys. Now I understand.
They press
hate against you.
fast. Yep.
They're like the Dallas Cowboys of CASA, you could say.
Oh, bam, roasted.
So you're saying they lose in the end?
Yeah. Hey, there you go. As long as the Cowboys lose too, I'm fine with that.
Curse the comments.
Whoa, a nice shot off the post and a rebound and a score. And it's going to be an untied ball game as it is 3-2, and they are pumped up over on the Rose Tree side. And Vince Quinn says, let the music play. Why not?
You got to let it ride once in a while, John.
Oh,
It's
man.
a feel-good rebound moment from them. And that's just it's a classic element of the game, right? I mean, sometimes you take a shot, it bounces off, you're in the right place at the right time, and it's just a good return volley, you could say.
Absolutely. So they get the goal music along with the pep talk and the lead all at the same time. Rose Tree up 3-2 over the Blue Stars here. We got to be at some, I don't even know. We don't have our clock around anymore. I'm sorry. I was trying to give you a time update.
Might have misfired on the clock, John.
That's all right.
I will make an adjustment in a second here. But first, let me tell you, folks, if you haven't laced up the cleats in a while and you are looking to get back in it because you're watching the game, you see everything, you're like, man, I haven't played in a while. Well, look, you can get back in a light, fun environment. CASA's got brand new 5-on-5 Mixto is what they're calling this. It's the Mixto Social League. And that's exactly where you can be. And what we've got is a QR code for you up in the right-hand corner. So if you want to sign up, check it out, see what it's all about, just give that a scan, and we'll leave that on the screen for you. But 5-on-5, nice and casual for the Mixto League here. That's going to start on July 7th. So be on the lookout for that.
Just in a couple of weeks.
Might sign up.
And every time I hear Mixto, I think Misto, which makes me hungry for Rita's Water Ice. And it's probably just as fun as playing a Mixto as getting a Misto.
Custard or ice cream? Where are you at?
Both. Always both. There's a nice clear coming out.
Hit the flag on the cross. That's 5 points.
That is 5 points, we've been told.
About 10 minutes in here, by the way. Second half.
Another corner coming up here for Rose Tree. It goes up and over and high for Blue Star to easily knock it away. Some opening space and a shot deflected off of some hind parts. Has 10 from Blue Star with the quick speed. Now with the crosser over to the right side of the pitch.
Plenty of space.
Lots of space. Looking for the clear out, doesn't find it. And the deflection, and they're going to say
Offsides.
Offsides, which should be banned in the sport of soccer.
Then you'd have people bear hugging the goalie.
Is that?
It's just to prevent that from happening. Otherwise, I'd be standing on the goal line all day.
Who doesn't need a good bear hug once in a while?
Can't you just prevent the person from going out of the, not being in the goal box?
You just want more contact. I'm catching on here.
I just want speed and bombs. That's all I'm looking for.
Yeah, 80-yard launches. That's the
My
John
guy's
Bartridge
faster than
soccer
your
experience.
Guy, that's your problem. No imaginary lines. Silliness. I want 20 goals a game. I guess that's what I'm asking for.
Yeah,
right?
that's it.
Another yellow from Big Mike, as he is not letting anyone have it tonight. Not getting anybody away. I believe that's a yellow for Blue Stars and 2 for Rose Tree. Issued out so far. Maybe it's 1-1. I forget the count.
No, there's at least what 3 now. I think have been issued to Blue Stars.
Was it all been Blue Star?
Yeah,
mistake.
I've seen 3 to Blue Star. They, I mean, that one he just punted it into the guy while he was walking away. So the ref wasn't having that.
Rosewood looking for Rose Tree. Looking for the break there and pulled up nicely.
Well done.
Oh, man.
Oh, Joe.
Little ticky-tack there, Jay?
I don't agree with the ref there.
Okay. All right.
And I accept any fine the league hands me.
$13.
Get you a nice case of Natty Light with that.
There you go.
There you go.
And a pack of hot dogs.
No buns, though, unfortunately. Hot dog on hand.
Inflation is what we're hearing. The rolls have gotten expensive.
Okay, good. Blue Star now looking to finally break out after Rose Tree has just been clamping on them for the majority of this half. They got some speed and somewhat of numbers here as they get pulled down. No call. Still alive. And nothing doing. It's a goal on the outside, which does not count. But man, oh man. Everyone's surprised by the no call. Are you there, John?
If there's VAR, I think you're reviewing that, but it's not in the, again, video review is not in the CASA budget this year.
No, it's not,
One
but we
day.
do take tips, folks. So send it on down. A lot of frustration from the Rose Tree Gunners bench over there. They're both coming out and yelling at the refs.
I think they should feel relieved there because there might have been some contact in the box.
More whistles.
Getting testy. It's getting really testy. And that's just going to happen, right? I mean, that's kind of the nature of the game. Because what you're dealing with is, okay, Rose Tree's all over you. They're all over you. So when you're dealing with that all game, and now at this point you're down, and in a game of this kind of magnitude, you're going to get pissed. I mean, it's the nature of the beast.
That's exactly what Rose Tree wants. I'm assuming it kind of plays right into your hands. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to make mistakes, and that's why they're good. Blue Stars now with kick that clearly I think gets deflected off of somebody somewhere. That'll end up a corner. Corner in, header out and cleared away. Blue Star able to keep it in the zone for the time being. Disappointed with the breakaway right in front of number 2 there. They didn't pull the trigger. To be expected. I probably have been doing the same thing. I've probably been yelling at my teammate, to be honest with you. Rose Tree now going in with at least one sub, 18 coming in.
I feel like we haven't seen a Blue Star sub in a little while here.
I think he's just trying to have these guys play it out a little bit, work through this. I mean, it's tough when you're on your back foot. You're throwing somebody else into the fire like that. I think he just wants these guys to work through it. And, yeah, your legs are tired, but, Rose Tree created early on, but things have seemed to have settled. So maybe he's hoping the midfield and the forwards can catch him on a quick counter.
And that's part of the question with this, right? Is like when you get this basketball style of substitution that you've got going on in CASA, I mean, is it easy to overmanage, you would say? Because, like, you have so many options available?
It can get difficult, yeah, especially when you've got a bench that size. Trying to give guys minutes, trying to keep everybody happy. It can get very, very tricky, especially in key games like this where, you want to keep some of your better players on and, maybe the change makes sense in some regards, but tactically it doesn't. And then, I don't know how Dean does it because he's got 20 guys on his bench and 6 or 7 haven't even laced up yet.
And that's one of those decisions too, right? I mean, like you're thinking about this. I mean, you guys have a game on Sunday and you're playing Rose Tree. I mean, do you have to have discussions about, hey, we can't play everybody? Like, do you tighten up the rotation? How does that work?
So I trust all my guys. I mean, everybody will get minutes, but we're also, we're all very competitive and, we recognize who's been there and what our lineup should look like. And it's what we've done all season. And, outside of a couple guys that have been busy with stuff for med school and things like that. Like it's really
med
the same.
school.
Yeah.
Come on.
Believe me, I've questioned that as an excuse too.
As almost a decent breakout, some nice physicality from 7 here on the Blue Stars. Ping pong all over the place. Looks like it's a finger to the eye, or at least an act of. Doesn't get the call.
That looked like a flop to me.
Beautifully done flop. John, I don't know if you know this. I'm a big fan of flops, especially if they are done artfully well. I respect them.
I just wish he rolled a little more there.
Yeah.
Even if there was contact, you got to milk it.
Yeah, see? John gets it. If
that
you
is
can get
the
away
game.
with it, it is art. It's fantastic.
I think when you're down, it's your minutes. So if you choose to roll around for a minute, that's a minute less of your time to score a goal.
And we are ticking down a little bit here. I mean, let's do a quick time check. Yeah, we got about 26 minutes left in this one.
It's a big shot from Blue Star, and that height from their goalkeeper makes that look so easy. And it was pretty direct on, I guess, too.
Yeah, he got up well for it.
And a correction from the producer's booth, about 20 minutes.
Thank you.
And that's
20
why you have
minutes.
support staff. Thank you, Bill.
Bill Kornfeld, our engineer at home.
Has one trophy, we've discovered.
At least one. So, John, if you're Blue Star right now, what do you think is best option, opportunity, and or what's going through your mind with about 20 minutes with the cup on the line?
I'm doing exactly what they're doing right now, which is put number 10 on the furthest back center back. You know he's got the pace to route run anybody. And, you know, for example, this free kick, if this keeper can get a quick release, and there's a lot of space to run onto over there. And I'm not sure with that keeper's height how quick he is off his line. So we've yet to see that tonight.
Coming in for Blue Star with a quick header.
Got on it, just not where he wanted it to be.
Rose Tree to the corner now. Down the line and easily deflected by the Blue Stars.
Felt a little light to me, all things considered. A lot of physicality today.
Classic Mike. I don't even know him on the call. Sorry, I just wanted to feel part of the squad.
I think you've got to have a lot of respect in Rose Tree's defense with how they played. They've been patient. Not everything's gone their way tonight, but when the chances have fallen, they've been pretty clinical. I mean, you know, they haven't had, I would say they've had even amount of shots, but in these big moments, they've put the ball away.
And right now,
19 with some
3-2.
nice speed and a nice clear from Rose Tree's defense coming across there.
I heard them say Preston, so that is the flash.
Oh, right there. That looked like it. All right, so 19 is confirmed. That is the flash.
Still got to find out who Bacon Grease is on Rose Tree Gunners.
Yeah, I mean, I want to know who's calling that kid up and saying, "Yo, what's up, Bacon Grease?" That's quite a long nickname.
And probably his mother, I would assume.
Is that his Catholic name?
Bacon Grease, get up.
My confirmation name is
You
Bacon
coming
Grease.
over for dinner? Does he respond to Sue-Wee is my other question.
Ooh, that is a good question.
And
I mean, the kid eats 37 hot dogs, is it?
He said 37 hot dogs in 10 minutes
Yeah,
is
that's
what he
insane.
told us.
But his nickname's Bacon Grease, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
we got to work on his branding.
Yeah.
Also,
I feel
got
like
to
it
talk
should be
about
hot dog grease or something. Sorry, Vince Quinn.
No,
what do we got to talk about as well?
Well, there's another guy out here. So Stephen Paul with Blue Star, and let's see what happens here.
Shot nice up and over, but kept in the stadium, which is nice.
So this is a wild one. I love this. Stephen Paul of Blue Star competes in German dancing.
Now that's made up.
No,
I know Steve Paul. He is the goalie.
Steve Paul's the goalie right now.
Yeah, his family are very involved in an organization called United German Hungarians. So you can tell. I mean, if I'm making this up at this point, I'm quite a good liar.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen video of it, but I've seen him in Lederhosen. And he may or may not have.
This.
I mean, the pictures suggest he may or may not have
All
been
right.
dancing.
Can you convince him to come over here after the game and just see if we can get a preview? A 10-second, a 15-second?
If they win.
If they win, I'm not going to do that to them if they lose.
Yeah, you can't.
Stop dancing.
Stop being sad and dance for me. Yeah, you can't do that. But I would love to see him do it because from what I saw, I believe he got third in a national competition, and he's going to be competing again in Atlantic City soon.
They have these going on in Atlantic City?
Apparently.
Guess what we're going to go do play-by-play for?
Oh, that would be amazing.
Offsides. No, I
See-
mean, I feel like anything happens in Atlantic City, right? We don't need to go into details, but if somebody told me there's German dancing in Atlantic City, I'm probably taking your word for it.
That's right.
If there's a hot dog eating contest where you can eat 37 hot dogs in 10 minutes, and that's in Atlantic City,
Well,
you betcha.
Bratwurst in this case.
Don't knock on bratwurst now.
I got some in the fridge.
All right, good. As Blue Stars trying to knock some bratwurst into this soccer ball out down the left-hand side.
How long are we going to keep this theme going?
How long we got? Number 10 with a crosser. None of his teammates there. As the Flash trying to make some things happen, and the track speed is definitely evident now that we know who that is. Rose Tree on the counter.
Take ball.
One thing's for sure I can tell you, fellas, is someone that's never really watched a soccer game live in a very long time. It's definitely a better sport to watch live than on television, for sure. In my eyes, my opinion, just one man's opinion.
At least the American game. I could watch Premier League games all day, but the MLS is always better in person, as is CASA. So all these people at home that are watching the live stream, you should be out here.
Absolutely.
But then I guess we wouldn't have a job.
That is the truth.
Blue Star with a little bit of a hesitation here on the breakout. And now here comes the Flash down to the right-hand side with some speed and with some might and a shot. It just goes deflected up and over. And I checked that. I believe that was 10 on the other side. Or no, did I have that
Yeah,
right?
10. That was 10 on the far side of the
My
field
bad.
there.
Was not the Flash.
They've got 3 or 4 players that are just lights out fast.
Man, oh man. Yeah, you ain't kidding. Subs coming in on both sides. Fresh wheels for 2 on each side. A nice shot coming in from the top. Too much traffic all the way through.
It's your kind of game, just a missile. You just launch it. It's
Exactly.
like I stink at pool. You know what I mean? I stink. I can't play. So sometimes you just launch it and you hope that it's going to bounce off 10 things and go in.
Well, you're that guy. I love that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm totally that guy. But that was kind of the mentality there. I respect it.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while.
That is right.
Confusion on who's out here is on the last corner. It looks like they're going to do that again.
When in doubt, Mike gives the more exciting call, which in this case was a corner.
That's why I
like
him.
that.
Yeah.
That is great officiating, honestly. That's what the people want.
Exactly. What do the fans want right now?
And we
Want a header to go in and tie this thing up.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the fans want. Here it comes. There it goes. Still hanging out in the middle.
Wow.
Can't believe that no one got a shot on that. And here
Uh-oh.
comes maybe a breakout the other way. A little bit of a shoulder. They say, let
Right
it
on.
go.
say they got pretzeled up there.
I do. Goalkeeper comes out. Oh. What are they saying? Blue Stars want the call, especially their manager, Aaron. Both arms out. Don't see that too often. Or maybe you do.
All the time from Nolan. Cup winner, by the way. Got that just about an hour and 15 minutes ago.
That is true.
And he's just been pounding natty lights from it ever since. It's been a real degenerate behavior from Nolan. Just an absolute clown show.
He's got a tie on his head.
I looked over because I thought he was serious. Blue Stars now looking for the equalizer. Some fancy footwork. But those pesky Rose Tree Gunners, just, man, oh, man.
Very well organized here from Rose Tree. Go on.
Crosser on the left-hand side, and it just trickles through the goal line. Nothing doing there. And do they save a corner at the same time, too?
Nope.
They do not.
By the way, folks, if you're looking to play some soccer, but you don't have the time to commit, you can't go through a whole season, not a problem. You can get some extra work in between games as well. If you're playing in the league, all you got to do is you sign up for CASA's open pickup events, and they're a part of the meetup group. So on that meetup, you get clinics, watch parties, and other CASA events. All you got to do is scan the QR code there in the top right corner, and we'll leave that up there for you. Because you left your phone in the bathroom. Shame on you.
There it is.
Oh, and there it is.
Here we go.
The equalizer with the top shelf, and that's the Flash sliding in and saying, hello, we're not going anywhere because we're the Blue Stars.
Let's hit the music.
Hit the music. Take it up to 11. That's right, with some post-pop rock, punk rock.
I'm smiling again, boys. This is a game. We got a game.
We definitely have a game as, man, what a great shot, Vince Quinn. The whole sequence was so fun to see here. Now we got a tie championship game.
I just think Rose Tree the last 10 minutes have switched off a bit, and they've forgotten their game. I mean, they were allowing Blue Star to take the game to them a little bit instead of sticking with what was working well for them, which is keeping possession but keeping it higher up the pitch.
So a total change of the dynamic here. We got, on my clock, about 8 minutes left in this one. So we're looking at the 82nd minute here. See how much stoppage there is.
Rose Tree now. Yep. Getting a little handsy.
And John, by the way, what can we expect? Let's say right now we got a 3-3 game. We got maybe 10 minutes left, under 10 minutes left. What can we expect if we get a tie at the end of regulation here?
So they will do, depending on what the captains decide, they will either do 2 5-minute halves or they will do 1 10-minute straight into penalties.
Love that. What do you prefer in that sequence?
I prefer the 1 10-minute because I think the 2 5s gets broken up really quick. Oh.
Ooh, a nice opportunity there for Rose Tree.
I think 5 minutes is just such a short period of time that you know, on a pitch this size, not much action happens. Whereas when you string 10 minutes together, you can actually get a run of play together.
So potential overtime on the horizon here.
I love it.
And if it goes to extra time, it's golden goal. So if in those 10 minutes somebody puts the ball in the net, the game is over.
Come on, guys, we're the first one. Let's go.
Blue
That's
Star
the
in the
touch.
flesh. That's the touch right there. Yep. Foul going the other way now. And I feel like 19 has a goal in him. If they can find the ball on the left-hand side here. Not going to happen now as Rose Tree counterattack with some speed. Trying to look for the crosser on the right. And there goes a shot and a goal! Unbelievable!
That's a great finish.
Off of the left foot and into the goal. Unreal shot
That
from
is
the top shelf. Unreal, John.
That is goal from new signing Umar Silla, who they signed to play us a week ago. So obviously it paid off. What a finish.
Oof.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, just a missile there. I mean, what a beautiful shot. And we've seen a couple of those tonight. I mean, there's been some really high-quality goals. Last time was Blue Star, who about in the same area, just ripped one and nailed that in the top left.
Yeah, there have been some screamers tonight.
And speaking of screaming, I'm going to get my phone and throw it in the garbage. Seems like we have about 10 minutes left in this one, where my phone says about 6. So this half is not brought to you by the Google Pixel 4. It is not.
But man, about 10 minutes in a barn burner here as we're talking golden goals. We're talking, are there going to be 10-minute periods? And then Rose Tree, their reputation precedes them. And Blue Star trying to look for the tie to get us back there.
I mean, based on the run of play, I think you've got to say Rose Tree have probably edged it out. I think Blue Star done well to stick in there, but I think over the course of the game, time is told. So, I would not be surprised if Rose Tree were able to see this one out.
Yeah, and their style of play really facilitates it. They're just such pests. I mean, they're just all over you. All the constant substitutions, it just comes in waves.
Yep, and they hold the ball for so long that if you lose the ball, you got to work so hard to win it back. And by that point, a minute and a half, 2 minutes can potentially have gone. And, with such little time left on the clock, I mean, Blue Stars have just got to hope for a quick snatch and grab.
Rose Tree now keeping that pressure on. And it's some nice maneuvering here from the left-hand side. 16 coming on for Blue Stars, 23 coming on for Rose Tree. You just guys call them the Gunners, or are they Rose Tree, or what? What's the quick nickname for them?
So they stem from Rose Tree Soccer Club, which is a team out in Rose Tree, obviously. But they're the Gunners because Dean, who's a buddy of mine, is a huge Arsenal fan. So
nice.
And Arsenal, if you guys don't know, Arsenal, their nickname is the Gunners.
Yeah, I lived with a guy in college, was a diehard Arsenal fan, and he was disappointed a lot, is what I would say.
He's as sad as a human being as I am.
Yeah.
So a lot of Philadelphia sports and Arsenal kind of crossing over there.
Yeah, I think if you're a Philly sports fan, it's in your DNA to probably be. Oh, yep.
Getting the call, and rightfully so,
man.
And that's a huge one. And another yellow from Mike, which is the fourth one, I believe, for the Blue Stars tonight. And a damn it from the Flash out in the middle of the pitch that's exactly what John's been trying to stress since the first minute of this, of just Rose Tree trying to create that frustration, and the Gunners.
They just wear you down, and I think what you saw there was tired legs reaching in, and the kid was already gone, so all he took when he made contact, it was just with the legs. And there was clearly no ball there.
And it's tough because what we've talked about, I mean, there hasn't been a whole lot of subbing that we've seen from Blue Stars tonight.
Mm-mm. He's letting his guys play. Credit to him.
And so this is, to say, going to be the biggest goal or biggest stop of the night here. And there it is. It ends up being the biggest goal of the night, as that will now make the lead 5-3 over the Blue Stars, as the Gunners, they wear you down, and then they just try and flick you away here, and looks like they're starting to do that with the Blue Stars here, Vince Quinn.
And and let's go back to what John was letting us in on behind the curtain a little bit at the beginning of this game, which is that what happens with Rose Tree. Well, they've got another championship game to play. They're going to be playing that on Sunday. They're going to be playing for the Kelly Cup at Subaru Park, and we will be there for that. But they started this game not playing their typical starting 11, that being with the mindset we would assume of, hey, we want to keep some legs fresh. We want to see if we can win this game without using all of our horses the way that we normally do. And here you go. They're well on their way. I mean, barring a catastrophic series of mishaps here from a team that's been pretty consistent all night, I would say. It looks like they're going to go on and win this thing and do it not exactly with a loaded deck.
Yeah, they've looked comfortable. Blue Stars gave them a couple scares early on, but I think overall you're looking at a fair result. I just hope these guys party the rest of the week before Sunday.
We'll make sure they do. We'll send the keg over to the Gunners Central, which is where? Where should we put that?
I don't know. If these kids look so young and fit, I don't even know if they drink.
John from South House FC is with us on the broadcast, and he'll be involved in playing on Sunday's game against the Rose Tree Gunners.
I'm looking forward to it. It's always a good matchup.
We're looking forward to it as well. We will be there. I'm Vince Quinn with John Barchard.
You can hear the Gunners manager now saying just everything's too slow. Need to start to pick it up. That's crazy seeing how they have a 2-goal lead, but that's exactly their style.
He holds his boys to a high standard.
Get in the last gasp territory here. I mean, they got to make something happen this moment.
Do we ever pull the goaltender when it's in desperate moments here, fellas? Honest question. I don't know.
It doesn't. But I would love to explore the merits of that with you.
The only time I've ever seen it done is if you're down 1 late in the game and there's a corner kick.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you
12
add
on
him
11.
to try to receive the cross and get it in there.
And then he inevitably doesn't score, and then he has to sprint back, which goalies don't like running, so
yeah.
It's not a good day for them.
Which means it is the perfect time to pull the goalie because nobody's expecting it.
That's right.
Bingo.
So there you go.
Wouldn't recommend it while they have it on this side of the field, but,
Somebody down for the Gunners, taking his time.
Nice little stretch on the offsides.
Yeah,
And
little cramp.
Might be taking him off the field.
16 in for the Gunners. Is Blue Star in the flash now. Going to try and make that desperation shot here, as Vince Quinn was alluding to.
2 to 3 minutes left here.
I think Blue Stars have lost a little bit of belief here. There's a lot of reckless tackles, and they're coming in late on the ball and making it very easy for Rose Tree now to see this game out.
And that's a tough thing in this moment. I mean, we saw it earlier with the Contenders Cup because, that game got really out of hand late. Ended up being a 5-1 finish there.
Yep.
But being down a couple of goals, small bit of time left. It's a championship game, so it's not like you got a whole lot to play for. It's pretty much done. And it's just hard to get through these moments.
And they worked so hard to get back into it. And then to just immediately, within a couple minutes be back down again. I think it's just emotionally it's draining.
And that is true. I mean, the time between when that game was tied and they came back from being down 3-2 to go down now 5-3. I mean, that was a very rapid and just devastating change of events.
Yeah, it almost looked like Rose Tree took a deep breath and started playing their game again. They stopped trying to sit in and realized, hey, if we just play our game, we're going to be just fine.
Oh, man, and a big collision there in the middle as Blue Stars trying to find one shot on goal here. Man, I just like, jeez, oh man, I can't believe still just hanging down there after the up and over. That must have been.
Oh no!
Oh, that is way out of the stadium.
Victoria, is that 76?
That is 76.
Oh,
that is the first time that has ever happened. I believe.
I just hope it didn't hit a car.
We were wondering if we would see that tonight.
Oh my God,
I
didn't think that was possible.
That's what it's all about, folks.
I think the real question is, who does that ball belong to? Because those things aren't cheap.
Yeah, Nolan's pissed that he's next to us. He's gonna find that guy.
I'm gonna give Vince Quinn $1 officially.
There
now.
we go. I definitely earned that $1 now. That thing sailed. I will put that in my back pocket.
That is a no doubter about it.
And we don't have people outside the stadium trying to catch it. So.
Okay, great. Well,
there's a souvenir in the lot if you're in the neighborhood, folks.
If you're passing by Rhodes Stadium at any point.
If it's on 76, it's just not worth it.
It's a beautiful multicolored ball, though. So maybe it's worth it.
Could be any minute now.
The Gunners looking to run this clock out.
That's a great ball. Oh.
Except it's just a tiny bit off sides. Although I'd like to, like you said, like to see the VAR budget for next year.
Yeah, it looked a little close, but he was excited because he was in acres of space.
.16 with the crosser. Gets shuffled out of there by the Gunners.
Get up, guys.
It's a nice little Blue Star run out here as time is ticking away. And there's the shot and a nice save from their goalkeeper.
He's been called upon a couple big times. He made some big saves tonight.
Huge saves. 2 Blue Stars are down kind of second wind and dealing with what ails them at the moment. 20 coming on for the Gunners.
Definitely on injury time now.
Oh. Thank you guys for having me on this. I feel.
Oh my God!
I know I'm third wheeling a bit here.
Are you kidding me? You're
not even a little bit.
You're saving the broadcast.
It was a good time.
Yeah, otherwise we would spend the whole time talking about, I don't know, schnitzels or whatever we were doing.
The
Bratwursts.
hot dog talk would have never ended.
And neither, I don't think, here's your frustration with this team that's going to be holding the cup here in a couple of minutes if nothing crazy happens.
I have to stay a little neutral, so credit where credit is due. They definitely deserve to win tonight.
It's nice of you to hear.
Yeah, and you know what I mean. I'm glad to see that it looks like they ran harder than I think they wanted to. So, hopefully a few days from now they're still feeling a little fatigue in their legs because I know I'll be taking off the next few days.
Like I said, just gotta water up that keg, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Your cup winners tonight, the Rose Tree Gunners FC, is they've got 1, and as John was just alluding to there, maybe they're going to try and stop them from getting 2 in a week, but just a phenomenal match from them tonight. Wouldn't say dominant from wire to wire, but man, in the second half, they just ended up blowing it open there, Vince Quinn, and locking it on down. Congratulations to them. And they... Very frustrated fuck left out from the Blue Stars, and I don't blame him there, Vince Quinn.
No, it's a terrible feeling. I've been in these kinds of moments where you're playing a high-level, competitive, championship type of game, and to lose is crushing because you do put so much into it, and like you said, for the Blue Stars, they played a solid game, and they had some good moments there, some great goals, and unfortunately, it's just not enough. You got to tip your hat to the Rose Tree Gunners, a team that's just been incredible this year. I mean, when you're considering that they're in this cup match here, so Palangi Cup winners tonight, and they'll be playing for the Kelly Cup on Sunday. And it's a team that in the last couple of years, I mean, they just keep getting promoted. So they get stronger, they keep building, and clearly they've built something pretty special.
They were in the semifinals last year. So it's good to see them back there again on next Sunday. And Hunter Dyson and the Rose Tree Gunners are going to get the trophy presented to them here shortly.
Nolan hopping the fence here. You like it. That's
this.
A classic
Easy.
move.
Hey, and landed beautifully.
There you
There you
go.
go.
So he's got the cup. He's going to make his way out, president of CASA Soccer.
And we are getting some badass shots for the gram, rightfully so. That's to the right-hand side.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
As long as they don't tag my wife.
Yeah, then they're really getting in your head for Sunday. That's the case.
If you're on the Gunners and you're listening to this, tag John's
we know
wife.
Exactly what to do. Tag his wife and then send 37 hot dogs in the next picture. I think that's exactly how to get in his head for Sunday. So we appreciate everyone, obviously, tuning in and hanging on for 2 great soccer matches tonight. Really appreciate everyone from CASA inviting us over. This has been an amazing experience for us as loving the game more and more as we get the championship celebration. So the Gunners will ride off into the sunset here, at least for tonight. The keg is on the way from John. And hopefully we're going to see another great matchup with you guys on Sunday at Subaru Park,
The
bud.
way they ran around tonight, I'm going to send 2 kegs their way.
Maybe a bottle of JMO, too,
Yeah.
just to have it there. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen, your Plognati Cup Finals winners. And just like John said, amazing that somebody can be honored and never forgotten, and someone that had an incredible impact in this community.
And he had 5 Kelly Cups, too. So
And 5 Kelly Cups to boot.
Fantastic
Wow.
defender, yep.
So great that we can remember him through the cup.
Might even, it was 5 Kelly Cups. Yeah, phenomenal player.
5 Kelly Cups, phenomenal player, phenomenal trophy. It's probably why it's the biggest one tonight. Vince Quinn, I think we'll say goodbye to everybody tonight, and just wanted to get your thoughts before we leave and say see you later from Rhodes Stadium here.
Yeah, so, I mean, first off, thanks to everybody that's been tuning in tonight. We've had a great audience on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Everybody's been tuning in all throughout. We've been getting a lot of comments. Just been incredibly fun to sit here, to be a part of this, to meet people, shake hands, watch all this quality soccer playing out, and see championships get awarded. It's just a really cool thing to be a part of, and see this continue to grow in the city of Philadelphia, such a sports-crazed city. It's really nice to see CASA and everything that's going on here. So, been a great first night for us. And like we've mentioned a couple of times here tonight, we will be back on Sunday. So me and John will be doing the call Sunday at Subaru Park. So if you want to come on out and say hi, or you're going to be out there, be like, hey, where are those 2 idiots that were doing the game the other day? Yeah, you can say hi to us. So John and I will be there before the game, hanging out with all the CASA people, and then calling the game later on Sunday night. So thanks for everybody for having us so much. Yeah, this has been incredibly fun.
Been a lot of fun.
John, good luck to you.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Thank you
like
very
good
much.
luck to you on Sunday.
I'm a little upset, though. You said I had the face for radio, and now you're panning the camera over to me. So what is it, boys?
Well, it's the face for TV and radio, which
I'll take that.
so thank you again for tuning in. Thanks to all the clubs for coming out tonight, and especially to the University of Pennsylvania for allowing us to hang out here and do all this fun stuff. For Bill Kornfeld, who has been helping us out all night. For Taylor Credatis, who's been behind the camera and basically operating all of this. I'm John Barchett for Vince Quinn, and of course for John over here. Thank you so much for tuning in to CASA Soccer Live right here on Bell in the